still alive. And for Fremont, things tighten up a little bit more. And so with 9 games left in the regular season, each and every game is very important. And the Moo are trying to get a win here tonight against the Prospects.
Yeah, every game is really important. And you look at these next 5 that the Moo have against traveling teams, which this season have done pretty poorly in the standings. They've combined for just 3 wins in the second half. So these are games that are very winnable for the Moo. The Prospects are a good team, but they want to make it to that championship series. You really need a win here tonight and tomorrow, and they're going to have a chance to do it on a rainy night here in Fremont.
One of those games last night, it happens every once in a while that you get blown out in a contest and you just want to forget about it, and the Moo want to do that here tonight, but it's kind of in a different circumstance for the fact that we had rain today, and that's the reason why we're starting an hour late tonight, is because the rain that came through mid-afternoon and late afternoon just soaked historic Moeller Field, but the full infield tarp was on, and there's been a lot of work that's been done to the field to make this playable, so hats off to the staff and the coaches and the players, and to get things ready for tonight's ball game. And now we'll have to see how the teams perform, because when you go through that, you don't go through your regular routine of your batting practice and things of that nature. From the pitching standpoint, you still go through your warm-ups like you usually would, but, footing tonight might be a little soft at spots here tonight, but it's still an opportunity for both teams to go on out and play the best game ever.
Yeah, I mean, both teams had to do their batting practice in the cages, which is obviously less than ideal, and they're going to be figuring out how to play with this field. I think the worst part of the field right now is the dugouts, which luckily is not part of the playing surface. So overall, they've done a good job to make this field playable here tonight, but weather is definitely one of the conditions to keep in mind here tonight. We saw last night some troubles with the turf mound in Hastings, and we'll see how the pitchers deal with this slightly more wet than usual mound here tonight in Fremont.
Yeah, last night was a case to where just Tyson Romero just couldn't get his grip on the artificial surface, and that's an individual side of things. He's probably wishing he was throwing on dirt tonight,
yes.
But not his turn, as Logan Anderson will get the start tonight for Fremont. He has got a 1-1 record here on the season, and he's going to face arguably probably the best pitcher in the league, and Cooper Katsky, the product who was at Indiana, who is in the transfer portal and looking for a Division I home, and he's a Division I arm.
Yeah, I mean, he is an excellent arm. The Moo had a chance to see him last week when it was one of the best pitching matchups probably all season here in the Independence League, with Creighton's Robert O'Malley for the Moo, and as you mentioned, Division I transfer portal talent Cooper Katsky, but he just is a very, very good pitcher. He has that speed, obviously, at the Division I level, but also knows how to place his pitches just so well, and he's gotten only better as the season moves on. So unlucky for the Moo that they draw him twice in the span of a week, but they're going to really need their bats to wake up tonight after a low-hit performance last night against the Sodbusters.
On the promotional and the marketing side of things, little changes to tonight. It is Chad Night, which is the Combined Health Agency's drive, and as you're watching the game tonight, the Moo are wearing a multicolored uniform. It's got all the bright colors that are in it, and agencies are on that uniform as well. And I know at one point these jerseys will be auctioned off and money will be raised. We're anticipating Chad to be here tonight, but it just couldn't happen because of the weather. Also, the post-game fireworks for tonight, that has been postponed as well. So a little bit changes to the things outside of the lines tonight, but Alex and I will make sure that we bring you baseball here this evening.
Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't get all the promotions in, but the baseball is still going to be very high quality. These are good lineups being rolled out by both of the teams. A lot of Division I talent, a lot of other guys who have stepped up this season. These are two of the better rosters we've seen for these two squads, so it should be a good night of baseball here at Moeller Field.
And when you play meteorologist, you look ahead, tomorrow's weather forecast does not look good. It looks like it could be rainy all day tomorrow, so tomorrow's 7:05 game could potentially be in question, but the good thing is both these teams have a day off on Sunday, which could be a possible date. We'll talk about that when we get there, but that's just something.
Let's focus on these 9 innings first.
Exactly. It could be a late night of baseball tonight, but you got nothing else better to do, and neither do we. So we're going to bring you some baseball here on Big Dog Country and also FremontMoo.com and on YouTube on BSDN Live. This is our pregame show, and it's brought to you by Inspro Insurance. And when we return, we're going to hear from Connor McGonigal, the head coach of the Fremont Moo. That's all coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Did you know that downtown Fremont is also known as the antique capital of Nebraska? Fremont and Dodge County also has many fine hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. We invite you to come and see why downtown Fremont has been named the most charming downtown in Nebraska by USA Today. Keel's Barbershop is the Sports Center barbershop in Fremont. Be sure you look your best and get into Keel's Barbershop, where you'll receive quality haircuts in a friendly atmosphere. Get a fresh cut, have them hot leather and shave your neck. If you're looking for that special feel of a true barbershop, Keel's is the place for you. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 7:30 to 3. Keel's Barbershop, 6th and Broad in downtown Fremont. They'll make you look your best.
Our Inspo Insurance pregame show continues as we chat with Connor McGonigal, head coach of the Fremont Moo, and they are opening up their final homestand of the year and begin a 2-game series with the Nebraska Prospects. Well, last night, one of those nights you just kind of want to shove underneath the rug. It was one of those ball games that got away from you, and I know it wasn't your guys' best baseball, and sometimes in a season you have one like that, and you just got to go on the next day, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's been very seldom that we've had, days like that, or even innings like that. I thought we had a couple innings that got away from us, and it seems like over the course of the summer we've had very few of those, so we've been fortunate in that regard. Unfortunately, we had one last night. Obviously, it's not the time we want to have those types of games as we're kind of fighting for a playoff spot, but the best part about the game of baseball is you get another chance the next day, and that's what we have in front of us today.
I think the one thing that you want to do is be in a situation where you're playing some of the best teams in your league and playing some of the best players. And tonight, you take on the Prospects, and you're going to see a pretty good pitcher from what we understand, right?
Yeah. I mean, they always have a lot of quality arms, and they're going to roll another good one out tonight. I mean, it's going to become a custom from them. We're going to put out a good lineup to try to combat that and hopefully get some good swings off and find a way to scratch across a few early runs.
All right, we got to talk weather because we are starting an hour late tonight, and it's been a little bit soft. I know you and Chad Miller and the rest of the staff have been working on the field here today. Coming into a contest like this, as far as the mental approach is concerned, I think that's the biggest thing, isn't it, as opposed to the physical?
Yeah. Obviously, it's just a little different. I mean, guys have their set routines. I mean, it's a long summer, so you kind of find a way to get into that routine. And obviously, with it getting pushed an hour back and no BP, it is going to feel a little different for the guys. But I know we have a lot of guys that just want to go out and play, so I don't expect that they're going to prepare any different. Obviously, it's going to look a little different, but I know they're still going to be locked in and ready to go.
Okay. Talk to us about your pitching for tonight.
Yeah, so we're going to have Logan Anderson for us. He's been a guy that's transitioned into a starter for us, and he's done a really nice job. We know we're going to get good stuff from him. We're going to get a quality effort, and we have some guys ready to go behind him.
All right, very good. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Connor McGonigal, head coach of the Fremont Moo. More of the Inspro Insurance pregame show continues after a timeout. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
You can't help but notice the Made in America trend lately, and now that trend has reached the Fremont eyewear market with American-made luxury glasses from State Optical. I'm Dr. Steve Alcorn at Bloom Optical in Fremont. State Optical designs are different, not only because they're made in Chicago, but they're genuinely authentic, handcrafted designs with individual style. Come in and browse, see how they look on you. At Bloom Optical, where we care about your eye care, your eyewear, and most importantly, we care about you.
Succeeding on your terms takes more than ambition, talent, and hard work. It takes a partner that's committed to helping you overcome all the complexities and challenges life throws at you. A partner that leverages the power of the world's largest risk management strategy and benefits firm and is a part of your world, too. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. At Marsh McLennan Agency, they're built to help you meet the future without limits. See how they can help you thrive at marshmma.com.
Back at historic Moeller Field, getting closer to first pitch between the Fremont Moo and the Nebraska Prospects in Independence League Baseball Association action. Well, let's talk about the weather, and it's brought to you by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau. They welcome you to historic Moeller Field here in Fremont. It's been a wet day today, and currently in Fremont, we have partly cloudy skies. The temperature is 70 degrees. Humidity is high at 84% because that threat of rain is all over the place, and winds are out of the east at 12 miles per hour. Showers and thunderstorms are likely mainly after 1 o'clock in the morning, and it'll be cloudy tonight with a low of 65. East wind at 5, becoming south-southeast after midnight. 70% chance of precipitation later tonight with rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. So it's going to be significantly wet overnight, but we've got a window to play some baseball right now, and we got to move back 1 hour from the rain that we had later on this afternoon. So 70 air temperature right now in Fremont, and that's our weather brought to you by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Let's talk field conditions, brought to you by Keel's Barbershop. To keep your hair and for the best haircut around, stop into Keel's at 88 West 6th Street as we go around the diamond between the lines. Softened spots on the infield, but a lot of work has been done on it, and it's playable for tonight's contest. You go to the dugouts. You talked about it earlier, Alex. The dugouts are just a muddy mess.
Yes.
And but that's not on the field. The warning track will be an issue in left field, where it's always soft, and that will be predominantly in left. Down the right field side by the bullpen is a little soiled, and then right out in front of the dugout, beyond the prospects dugout to the right behind the first base coach's box is very soiled as well, and they've got some quick dry on that to try to keep it playable for tonight's contest as well. So there you go. Those are your field conditions, and they're brought to you by Keel's Barbershop. Okay, let's meet the umpires tonight. They're brought to you by Bloom Optical. They are the eye care professionals. They care about your eye care, your eyewear, but most importantly, they care about you. On the bases tonight is Brent Densloggy, and behind the plate is Jeff Kopetsky. Those are the men that will legislate things tonight. Those are tonight's umpires, brought to you by Bloom Optical. You're listening to the pregame show, and it's brought to you by Inspro Insurance, a Marsh McLennan agency, your partner in managing risk. Your future is limitless. Let them take you there. Go to marshmma.com to learn more. All right, let's check the starting lineups for tonight's contest. And they're brought to you by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. For the Nebraska prospects, 6-20 on the season, 1-10 in the Independence League second half. And tonight they're coached by Jeff Wellwood. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 33, Easton Swafford. Batting second and playing first base is number 8, Jackson Trout. Batting third, doing the catching, number 12, Elliot Peterson. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 31, Nico Saul. Batting fifth and playing center field is number 18, Bryce Waller. Batting sixth in left field, number 28, Jacob Perrin. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 10, Paul Schuyler. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 21, Bodie Waller. And batting ninth and playing third base is number 20, Trenton Berry. For the prospects, it's Swafford, Trout, Peterson, Saul, Bryce Waller, Perrin, Schuyler, Bodie Waller, and Trenton Berry. With Cooper Katsky on the mound, he's 1-0 and has not given up an earned run yet this season. Now the starters for the Fremont Moo, 26-17 and 13-6 in the Independence League second half, coached by Connor McGonigal. Leading off and playing center field, number 27, Jack Terosian. Batting second and playing right field, number 20, Carson Burnett. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 24, Cooper Fucino. Batting fourth at shortstop, number 11, Carter Sintek. Batting fifth is the catcher, number 5, Bridger Coleman. Batting sixth at third base, number 8, Isaac Bonner. Batting seventh at second base, number 18, Caden Anderson. Batting eighth and playing first base is number 9, Dylan Brandenburg. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 26, Dean Reynolds. The Moo will go with Terosian, Burnett, Fucino, Sintek, Coleman, Bonner, Anderson, Brandenburg, and Reynolds. And on the mound is Logan Anderson, 1-1 on the season with a 3.41 ERA. Those are our starting lineups, brought to you by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. Logan Anderson right now is warming up on the mound because the bullpen mound is a mess.
Yeah, no, there's no way you can be throwing a lot of pitches on that bullpen mound tonight, so that's something to monitor. We might have guys coming out of the bullpen a little less hot than usual for Fremont. I'm not sure how the bullpen is for the prospects right now, likely in a similar state, but this will be an unusual sighting of Logan Anderson taking his pregame warm-up here on the mound. But this is a good opportunity for him to kind of see what this playing surface is going to be like, so a little bit of an advantage here for the right-hander out of Sioux Falls.
Fremont Moo and the Nebraska Prospects, game one of a two-game series and the final homestand of the regular season for the Fremont Moo. Alex and I will come back, and we'll get set for our national anthem here in just a moment. Plus, he'll have some keys to tonight's contest as well. That's all coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
You've already built something incredible. When you're ready to elevate your business even higher, you need a partner who can give you a platform for scale and even greater success. A partner with the strength and resources of the world's largest risk management, strategy, and benefits firm. A partner committed to building a network of accomplished brokers in your community. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. See how they can help your business go further at marshmma.com. Fremont Hy-Vee is proud to sponsor local sports, and they know that you fans love your meat. Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices right now. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks. Always low prices on your favorite flavor of brats. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee. Proud to be a part of local sports.
Back at historic Moeller Field, we're getting closer to baseball between the Fremont Moo and the Nebraska Prospects and the Independence League Baseball Association action. Alongside Alex Burstein, I'm Rich Ray. Good to have you along. Well, move back an hour tonight because of the weather. Tomorrow scheduled for a 7:05 start, and we will keep an eye on that one and keep you posted on all of our social media platforms if anything changes for that tomorrow. There is an option that Saturday could be a Sunday game as well. Both teams are off on Sunday. Now, I was doing some research today and contacting teams throughout the league, and we were talking last night about the Spearfish Sasquatch and the Nebraska Prospects, who had 2 games rained out earlier this year, and how significant that might be because it might play into the standings at the end of the season coming up here next week. And I did reach out to Spearfish, and they said, yep, the air games with the Prospects will not be made up, so they cannot make them up. And so when you look at action coming into tonight, the Moo in the game standings, I might say, that the 2 teams have the same amount of games back, but the Sasquatch have a statistical advantage over Fremont as far as points are concerned. So logistically, if you want to get technical, and we will at the end of the year, Fremont's sitting in 3rd place in the overall standings right now. So these games are very important, especially want to get a win tonight because when you look at the scoreboard right now, Spearfish is playing out of Waukee and Pierre right now. The Sasquatch are out to a 14-0 lead. Over a 14-1 is the score in the top of the 5th inning. So the Sasquatch look like they're on their way to an easy victory tonight. So the Moo need one tonight. Yeah,
at this point, you really have to be matching what both the Sasquatch and the Sodbusters are doing. Hastings is a sneaky team because they have the easiest schedule left of any of these 3 teams in contention for the 2nd playoff spot. So they're definitely a squad to watch. They're off here tonight. But tonight, you want to focus on this game and on that Spearfish game because assuming they get the victory, the Moo need to win this one or they'll be falling back in the standings and be out of this playoff spot for the first time in a while.
It's very easy to look back and say what could have been, and that's your job and my job to do that, and not the players and the coaches. But you look at that game on July 4th against the Plainsmen, losing that ball game, that hurts significantly. And, with the little losses like that here and there are really tough, but that happens on every level of baseball, regardless of where you go. But got to play much better than what you did last night. And the Moo, for the first time this year, probably had their most dismal performance on the diamond last night. But it's another opportunity to better yourself coming up here tonight, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, Fremont had a 3-0 lead, and then after that it was ugly over at Duncan Field in Hastings. But the Moo have been a much better team at home than on the road this year, so back in front of the home fans here tonight in Fremont, and you really just have to focus on getting a good start on Logan Anderson, and that's going to be very important tonight.
All right, so a lot of it has to do with the pitchers and how comfortable they are on the mound. And Logan Anderson was warming up actually on the game pitching mound earlier because the bullpen mound is not in good shape. I believe the Prospects bullpen mound is okay. We haven't seen anybody come out of there to try to warm up on the pitching mound for this one tonight. But it should be a good night for action that's taking place. The Moo are wearing a multicolored uniform tonight. I'm going to try it. Pink, yellow, there's some green in there. I see some blue, a little bit of red, just almost all the colors of the rainbow predominantly. And it's to benefit CHAD. If you're not familiar with CHAD, it's the Combined Health Agencies Drive. And there are multiple nonprofit agencies that benefit from funds that are raised throughout the year, predominantly in the health field. And the agencies are going to benefit. These jerseys will eventually be auctioned off, and the monies will go to those particular agencies for that as well. So I know the players, especially kids in the era nowadays, you give them something new, and it's like, ooh, cool. and these uniforms do have a kind of a neat look to them. If you were to kind of familiarize yourself with Major League Baseball with these City Connect jerseys that you see, that's a lot of that. And then the plan is for that to take place again tomorrow, too, with the final Salute to Service Saturday of the year. And the camouflage jerseys are going to be auctioned off tomorrow night as well. So great opportunities to raise funds for a number of different organizations, CHAD, and then the Fremont Area Sports Coalition coming up tomorrow.
Weather chose the worst weekend to be difficult.
Weather never does cooperate with everything, does it? No. So you haven't been able to get your water skiing in at the Fremont State Lakes yet this summer, have you?
I have not, but I definitely could any day, it seems.
All right, so Jared Roberts, who's on PA announcing tonight, is introducing the Moo as they're going to make their way on out to the field. We'll have our national anthem here in just a moment. But, yep, it's going to be a late night of baseball tonight. So if you've got some coffee, put it on and enjoy baseball tonight here on Big Dog Country, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM, KHUB, Fremont, Nebraska, AM and FM, and also with our audio on FremontMoo.com and also a video on YouTube on BSDN Live. At this time, we're going to pause for the play of the national anthem here at historic Bowler Field in Fremont. The national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner at historic Moeller Field. When we come back, first pitch between the Moo and the Prospects is coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their family taco pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $38. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Moveless discount at La Hacienda. You can get a family taco pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Call in your family taco pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Looking for a nice place to go? A place that's rich with tradition, great service, and atmosphere? A fantastic place where you can go and still carry on a conversation. Maybe shoot a game of pool and enjoy one of the best jukeboxes in town. Silver Dollar is one of the finest places for adult libations at reasonable prices. Join the Silver Dollar family and enjoy, but you need to be 21 or older. See y'all soon, and remember, not everything that glitters is gold, but we're pretty sure it's probably silver at the Silver Dollar, 18th and Bell Street in Fremont.
It's time for Fremont Moo Baseball on Big Dog Country, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM, KHUB, Fremont, Nebraska, AM and FM. Also audio streaming live on the Fremont Moo website via Mixlr, MIXLR/FMoo. And video is live on YouTube at BSDN Live. Jonathan Johnson on the video controls alongside Alex Burstein. I'm Rich Ray. Well, the Fremont Moo's defense for tonight. Let's take a look at it. Out in left field, it's going to be Dean Reynolds. In center field is Jack Terosian. And in right field, Carson Burnett. Over at third base is Isaac Bonner. At shortstop, Carter Sintek. At second base is Caden Anderson. At first base, Dylan Brandenburg. Doing the catching is Bridger Coleman. And on the mound for Fremont tonight, Logan Anderson, the Omaha product who is 1-1 in the season. And he's got a 3.41 ERA. He's out of the University of Sioux Falls. And he'll be trying to shut down these Nebraska prospects' bats coming up here this evening.
Yeah, we saw Logan Anderson his last outing actually against this prospects team last week. Went 5 2/3 innings, only giving up 2 runs. And the big number for him was 12 strikeouts. He really knows how to find the strike zone and has done it well against this prospects team. That's going to be a key for the right-hander here tonight.
26 1/3 innings this summer. His 9th appearance, his 5th start. 1-1, as Alex just mentioned. 21 hits given up, 15 runs, 10 earned. Struck out 36 and walked 17 with a 3.41 ERA. And he'll begin things against Easton Swafford, the shortstop, who's batting .265 with 1 homer and 4 runs batted in. Time for our first pitch for the ball game, brought to you by La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, serving up Fremont's favorite authentic Mexican cuisine at 3140 East Elk Lane. The line in the first pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. We're underway at 8:06 p.m., and we have a partly cloudy sky and a temperature of 78 degrees. The 1-0 pitch is going to be high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Easton Swafford. Prospects team in 26 games is hitting .226 with 3 home runs and 107 runs batted in. 2-0 here on Swafford. Next pitch. Fastball, it's going to be lined out to short, right to Carter Sintek, who is able to back up and make the catch for out number 1.
Easy play there at short for Carter Sintek, who's back in his most comfortable position here tonight. This is another really good infield for the Moo with Sintek and Anderson in the middle and 2 really capable corner infielders in Isaac Bonner at third and Dylan Brandenburg at first.
So it is going to bring to the plate the first baseman in number 1, Jackson Trout. Batting .217, no homers. He's driven in 5. First pitch from Anderson is going to go high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Like the Moo, the prospects have different numbers for different colored jerseys. Trout wears 8 sometimes. He's wearing number 1 tonight. Here comes the wind in the 1-0 pitch. Fastball that misses the outside corner. We count out 2 balls and no strikes on Jackson Trout. Hitting .217, no homers, driven in 5. 1 out, nobody on. Just getting underway here in the top of the first. Moo with their multicolored jerseys, white pants. Here's the 2-0. Fastball down low. And count goes to 3-0. Well, the prospects have the red with the black numerals and white pants. And the umpire's wearing the black tops tonight. 3-0 on Jackson Trout. Next pitch. It's a fastball for a strike. You know, I always describe the colors of the players and the umpires. I always, it's kind of you and I joke about the heather gray slacks. They always wear heather gray slacks. Yeah. There's no other color. The 3-1 is swung on and foul back. And the count now 3-2. Who knows? Maybe in 2050 they'll come rolling out with Chicago White Sox type of shorts. You know, remember when the White Sox wore those?
Yep. I don't think the umpires would like that.
No, I don't think so either. Here comes the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Logan Anderson gets a strikeout, his first. And there are 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Well, although it's rainy and it's, I mean, we're not raining now, but we had rain earlier, so it doesn't make it as ideal as earlier. We got a really nice crowd for tonight's contest. The folks said, "You're moving it back an hour? Okay, we'll see you."
Yeah, I mean, almost the entire main section in front of us is filled, and also fans in section C and D. Everyone wants to just see some Fremont Moo baseball.
Elliot Peterson, the catcher, will step in, batting .309 with no homers, and he's driven in 6. Here's the first pitch. It's upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Not to mention the prospects travel very well.
They do as well. Did you go by and tell all the fans, thank you for being here, but there is no fireworks tonight?
I did not.
You didn't? Okay.
I was not the bearer of bad news.
Okay, I'll quietly keep that underneath the table here. Comes the 1-0 pitch on the way. And that's outside. It's now 2 balls and no strikes to Elliot Peterson. Elliot is out of Elkhorn, and he's going to go play ball at Arkansas. He committed earlier this summer. He's got a red, white, and blue bat. And Logan Anderson will try to kick some of the dirt out from under his cleats back behind the pitcher's mound. 2-0 the count here on Peterson. The wind in the next pitch. Fastball that misses low and away. The count now 3-0.
You're going to need a military-grade hose to get all the dirt out from cleats after tonight's game.
Mm-hmm. High pressure.
Yep.
Or maybe a garden trowel. That helps out as well.
That can work.
Yep. Now the 3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. So the count now 3-1.
I like the old-fashioned take your cleats, bang them together as hard as you can a few times, and it usually does most of the work.
That does most of the work. It sure does. Yep. 3 balls and 1 strike to count here on Elliot Peterson, the catcher. Next pitch. Fastball, called strike 2. So the count goes full here on Peterson at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down with nobody on here in the top of the first. Wind blowing in from center field and also out of the east, so blowing almost across to the prospects' dugout. 3-2 the count here on Elliot Peterson. Next pitch, outside, and that's going to be ball 4. So Peterson is the first base runner of the ball game. He draws a 2-out walk, and that will extend the inning. As coming to the plate now will be number 31, Nico Saul, the right fielder.
Yeah, it's the second straight at bat we've seen Anderson work to a high ball count, but this time he can't close the door, and he'll just try to settle in here and throw to the strike zone more, which we know he can do very well.
Saul batting 133, no homers, no runs batted in. First pitch. It's going to be in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nico Saul with Bryce Waller to bat next. Outfield close to straight up here. As Anderson looks in to get his sign. Now hands at the belt. And the 0-1. Swung on and popped into the air, tailing down the left field side, and it's going to be out of play as it drops over into what we affectionately call the pasture. You count 0-2 here on Nico Saul. That's our first foul ball of the ball game, Alex. You don't want to do it?
Okay.
No, I'll do it. It's brought to you by Lincoln Premium Poultry. They specialize in fowl but love being a part of the Fremont Moo. For a career with LPP, visit LincolnPremiumPoultry.com. I kind of left you out there and didn't tell you what was going on.
You can't string me out of
I
nowhere.
know. That's not fair, is it?
Especially with the late start.
That's right. Shaking it up and not letting you know what's going on. Come on. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Next pitch. Swung on and tapped to the right of the mound. It'll be gloved at first base, and covering on the play is Anderson. He reaches. Did he get there? He did. And that is out number 3. Nice play. As Dylan Brandenburg was able to come over and make the play and get it back to his pitcher for the final out of the inning. So that's going to do it for the prospects in the top of the first. No runs on no hits with no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We played a half inning. No score. Fremont swings the bats when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field. Lincoln Premium Poultry is excited for Fremont Moo Baseball this summer. Hey, you're looking for a new opportunity? You can hit it out of the park with a job at Lincoln Premium Poultry. With a fantastic culture, great pay and benefits, and room for growth, Lincoln Premium Poultry is one of Fremont's best destinations for summer fun and employment. Just go to LincolnPremiumPoultry.com right now and check out all the job opportunities available.
Logan Anderson works around a 2-out walk, and the prospects are kept off the scoreboard in the top of the first, so Fremont will get an opportunity to swing the bats against Cooper Katsky and the Nebraska prospects. Defensively for the prospects tonight in left field is Jacob Perrin. In center field is Bryce Waller, and in right field is Nico Saul. Over at third base, Trenton Berry. The shortstop tonight is Easton Swafford. At second base is Paul Schuyler. Playing first base is Jackson Trout. Doing the catching tonight is Elliot Peterson. On the mound, Cooper Katsky. Greenwood Village, Colorado, 1-0. No earned runs this season.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yep, he's been a reliever in Big Ten baseball over the last couple of years in limited action.
Yeah.
And he's in the portal, and I know he's looking for a home, and I believe he's getting really close from what we understand. And he's going to get ready to pitch against Jack Tarosian to lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning. So Katsky into the line. His first pitch to Tarosian. It's going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Tarosian's batting .276 with no homers, and he's driven in 5 so far this season. Katsky's next offering. Tarosian swings and misses. The count evens. It's now 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Jack Tarosian. Katsky has worked 14 innings this summer. This is his third appearance, his third start, 1-0 record, as I mentioned. He's given up 8 hits, 1 run, and it was unearned. Pitch to Tarosian, popped in the air, down the left side, foul territory, and it is going to be just over the side fence and out of play. So the count will go to 1-2 on Tarosian. Yep, so very good numbers for Katsky. And, we kind of listen to here and there about where players could be going and things of that nature. And I know there's been some look at Division I programs around the area at Katsky. As a bouncer comes right back to him off the mound, he's going to sprint on over to first and take it himself and retire Tarosian for out number 1.
Yeah, nice play there by Katsky to get off the mound quickly, and then just shows off the speed for the lanky right-hander and beats Tarosian to the bag, and showing early on why he has no earned runs on this year.
So 1 away, and that'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 20, Carson Burnett. Burnett batting .267, 1 home run and 13 runs batted in. So Carson was one of the bright spots out at Hastings this week. He hit the ball pretty well. And he'll try to get things going with 1 away. First pitch from Katsky. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
And you see they're trying to get him into the game because of how hot his bat is. We have not seen him in right field most of this year, but they want to keep his bat in the lineup so he gets the nod here tonight.
Now the 0-1 pitch. And that missed high and outside. So the count evens. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Aside from the game that we had at Casper that started at like 60 degrees, this might be the coolest game at home this year for Fremont. And that, of course, that has to do with the rain that we had earlier. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And Burnett swings and fouls it straight back. So the count now 1-2 to Carson Burnett.
Our mascot was quite happy about that.
Bo was?
Yes.
That it was a cool. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That way he's not sweating so much. Yeah.
Been some hot days this summer.
That's right. There's actually a physical human being inside that
Yes.
that costume.
Not talking about the cow, unfortunately.
No. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Carson Burnett. Next pitch, he waves and misses at a pitch down in the dirt. It'll be picked up by Peterson, who steps inside the line and throws down to first to record the strikeout for out number 2. So Katsky with that hard breaking pitch and had Burnett biting on it, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, Gatsky works with a really good breaking ball, takes some of the velocity off his usual fastball, but able to get a lot of swing and misses on that pitch, and 2 quick outs here for the right-hander.
So here's Cooper Fucino, who's the DH tonight. Cooper has led the Moo pretty much in just about every statistical offensive category this summer. Batting .333, 4 homers, driven in 24. First pitch, he swings and fouls it back. The count now, no balls and 1 strike on Cooper Fucino. I noticed a few of the guys that are from states that are very warm are bundled up in the dugout tonight. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air toward right and tagged pretty well. Floating back is the right fielder, and not being able to get to it as Nico saw, and it bounces and rolls underneath the fence. So it'll be a ground rule double for Cooper Fucino, and that's the first hit of the ball game. It is a 2-out double here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, it's a little Division I pitcher versus Division I hitter battle, and Fucino sees a pitch he likes, drives it to left field, opposite field for the Moo designated hitter here tonight, and a good piece of hitting to get a runner in scoring position. First hit of the night for either one of these teams.
So that'll bring Carter Sintek to the plate, the shortstop. Carter's batting .360, no homers. He's driven in 6. And maybe a base hit here could put Fremont in front. So Katsky will get ready to go to work. Brings the hands down to the belt. First pitch to Sintek. The fastball that's in there for a cold strike. It's 0-1. If it gets too cold, let me know here. I can turn off these fans and air conditioner that's in here as well.
We've got everything blasted.
Mostly it's for the equipment. We don't
Yes.
want the equipment ever to get too hot, which, by the way, when we go to Spearfish, I'm going to deal with that. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball and misses down and away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, when we go to Spearfish at Black Hills Energy Stadium, very nice field, but it points to the southwest. And so when the game starts, the sun is beating in right at the press box. Yeah. And so with all the equipment, that's a treat. There's the 1-1. Breaking ball. It's in there for called strike 2. It's now 1-2. Always used to deal with that when I used to do college football on the road for Midland when we played Dakota Wesleyan and Mitchell. Just something about that press box that the sun just came in and would just beat right in, right where you're sitting all the time. But I get a great tan out of it.
Yeah. That's a win.
Isn't it, though? 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch. Sintek hits a bouncer off the glove of Katsky to the right. Be picked up by Schuyler, the second baseman. He'll throw to first, and the throw got away. And Fucino's going to come home, and he's going to score. And it's going to be a 1-0 Moo lead.
Yeah, that was a very weird play. Katsky thought he had a play at it, but it goes off his glove. And then a good job by the second baseman and the second baseman to get a glove on that one. But the throw to first a little bit off the mark. And the error leads to an early Moo lead here in the first.
That's a tough one to score.
Yeah.
Because it goes off the glove, but Schuyler, when he picked it up, had plenty of time to make the play. But his throw just went wide. And it brought the first baseman off the bag. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Moo. And here's Bridger Coleman at the plate. He swings the first pitch and misses. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. 1-0 the Moo, bottom of the first. Coleman's batting .323, 3 homers, and he's driven in 22. Sintek over at first. Might be a rough night for trying to steal bases, too. Slow track. Stretch to Katsky. 0-1. Fastball low and away. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's a run charged to Katsky, but
Not earned.
not earned. So he still hasn't given up an earned run this year. But if Cooper Fucino doesn't get that ground rule double, we've got nothing to talk about.
Yep.
So that's the significant part of the inning thus far. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's outside. So the count now 2-1 here on Bridger Coleman. Isaac Bonner to bat next. Yeah, the infield tarp over the last couple weeks has gotten plenty of work here to Stark Moeller Field. How is it pulling tarp? You enjoy that?
Not as hard as I expected it.
Shh, be quiet. Don't let people hear that. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to our right and out of play. It's now 2-2.
I will say I have these nice Nike yellow Air Jordans.
Yes.
And I've worn them a few times this summer, and the 2 times we've done tarp pulls, I've happened to be wearing them, which is not ideal.
So you're not going right from here to the gym to go shoot hoops. That's what you're saying with that. I got you. 2-2 on Bridger Coleman. Set by Katsky. And the pitch. Coleman takes a breaking ball for strike 3, a beauty for the final out of the inning. So Cooper Katsky with his second strikeout, and that's going to do it for the Moo in the first. However, Fremont takes the lead, scoring 1 run off of 1 hit and 1 error. And there was 1 runner left on base. We have played 1 inning of baseball, and Fremont leads the Nebraska Prospects 1-0. Back for the second inning when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty. Yes, Drill Sergeant. Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers? Yes, Drill Sergeant. Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, with 10 Omaha locations, including Fremont, Council Bluffs, and Norfolk. With delicious hand-battered, cooked-to-order Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, mouth-watering cane sauce, critical cut fries, irresistible Texas toast, fresh coleslaw, plus freshly made tea and lemonade poured over their signature crushed ice. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, tasty supporters of Fremont Moo Baseball.
1 inning of baseball completed historic Moeller Field. We go to the top of the second. Fremont Moo leading by a score of 1-0. Cooper Fucino with a double, and then Carter Sintek bounced one off of the glove of Cooper Katsky, and Paul Schuyler picked it up at second base. And he threw on over to first, and the Prospects' first baseman, Jackson Trout, was leaning to his right and actually could not gather on the throw. Alex, do you think it had something to do with field conditions at all, or just maybe just an errant throw by Schuyler?
I think it might just be an errant throw, because I will say usually the field like this, it would be a weird bounce, but the ball bounced towards the second baseman pretty good. It could have been his foot slipped a little bit there, so we'll see. That second base area is a little worn down.
All right, so Bryce Waller is going to lead things off. The 5-hole hitter for the Prospects, batting .246 with 1 homer. He's driven in 12, and Logan Anderson's first pitch is a fastball that sailed right underneath Waller's nose to the backstop on the fly. Good evening. That wakes you up quickly.
Yep.
1 ball and no strikes to count here on Waller.
You don't need caffeine. You just need a 85-mile pitch to whirl by your face.
Yep, time called here for just a moment. I think Bridger Coleman was asking for time, the catcher. So we'll resume action here. 1 ball and no strikes to count here on Bryce Waller. Anderson into his wind. Here's the 1-0. Fastball at the knees, called strike. It's the count 1-1. Waller, Perrin, and Schuyler, 5, 6, and 7 in the Prospects order here at the top of the second. The 1-1. Slow breaking ball that's up and in. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike. I never liked pitching in rainy, wet conditions. It didn't feel comfortable. Here's the 2-1. And it's chopped foul off the instep of Waller, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'm not sure you'll be able to find a pitcher that does like pitching in rainy, wet conditions.
Right. Now, when I played in the outfield, that I didn't mind at all.
Yeah.
Just kind of, you're running through wet grass.
Exactly.
And that's about it. But 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on Bryce Waller. Anderson ready. Next pitch. Breaking ball swung and a miss. Strike 3. So Anderson got Waller chasing. One a little bit high. And Logan Anderson's got his second strikeout of the ball game, and there's one down here in the second.
Yeah, Anderson, after a little bit of early control with balls and strikes, he seems to be finding his groove. He's getting some chases and just good control of his pitches so far today, which is what you like to see out of the starter.
So here's Jacob Perrin playing left field tonight. Perrin's batting .281, no homers. He's driven in 6. First pitch is swung on and foul back. No balls and 1 strike to Jacob Perrin. This is game number 27 for the Nebraska prospects this year. And for the Moo, this is game number 44 of the 52 that are scheduled. So if you haven't seen the Moo at home this year, get your tickets. They're here through Wednesday. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Tonight, tomorrow, off on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yep.
All games slated for 7:05 starts. Unless something would happen and change, we'll let you know. 0-2 to Jacob Perrin. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He tried to hold up at one that was high, but Anderson changed the eye level and got another strikeout. His third, and there are 2 down here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, that's the same pitch that got Waller to chase for the first strikeout of this inning, and Anderson's kind of working his way around the zone. When he gets to 2 strikes, he likes to chase high, and it's working well against the prospects.
So here's Paul Schuyler, the prospect's second baseman, batting .257, no homers. He's driven in 3. Slightly open stance by the right-hander, and the first pitch from Anderson is swung on a miss for strike 1. Logan's looking really comfortable on the mound right now. Got good velocity on the fastball and starting to be more comfortable with the zone because he was a little dancing around the zone in that first inning. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, it popped in the air, foul to our right and out of play. And so the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 on Paul Schuyler, the second baseman.
You have to assume the fact that he got to warm up on the game mound could have helped his comfortability a little bit, make that process a lot quicker.
No balls, 2 strikes. Anderson winds. Next pitch. Fastball at the knees, called strike 3 to end the inning. Logan Anderson strikes out the side. Give him 4 strikeouts now in the contest. And that's going to do it for the prospects in the top of the second. They're retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning where the Fremont Moo lead the Nebraska prospects 1-0. More coming up in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club, keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
Buffalo Wild Wings is your headquarters for great food, cold drinks, and is the place to sit and watch the game. Wings, tenders, burgers, sandwiches, and wraps, tacos, and more. Get to try one of B-Dub's fantastic sauces. B-Dub's takeout and delivery is now Buffalo Wild Wings Go. For a limited time, add a 6 count of traditional or boneless wings and get them for free using promo code GOWINGS on all orders of $10 or more. Located at 1220 East 23rd Street, Suite 300 in Fremont. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Go to the bottom of the second at historic Moeller Field. 1-0 in favor of the Fremont Moo. Logan Anderson has looked good through 2 innings of work. He struck out 4. And so the Moo will swing the bats here against Cooper Katsky. 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Isaac Bonner, Caden Anderson, and Dylan Brandenburg. Fremont Moo Baseball brought to you in part tonight by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau. What do you think about those Chad uniforms?
I like them, yeah. They're very colorful, a lot different than anything else we've seen out of the Moo this season, but the all-white numbers and text clash well with the rainbows throughout the jerseys, and yeah. I don't know if I'd like you if they were on a regular basis, but for a special jersey every once in a while, it's nice.
Yep, it's a bright-looking jersey for sure. Here's Isaac Bonner stepping in, batting .233, no homers. He's driven in 7. First pitch from Katsky is going to be tapped foul to the left side. No balls and 1 strike to count. Thought you were going to go. You ever watch Seinfeld at all?
A little bit.
So on Seinfeld, this is what happens when you have this occupation. When we get done at night, Seinfeld's on at like 1, 2 in the morning. So guess what I'm watching late at night? I'll finish the point here in a second. No balls and 1 strike here on Isaac Bonner. Here's the line in the next pitch. And it's swung on and hit in the air and tails out of play. It's 0-2. Well, Elaine, who is one of the characters on the show, has a job that she works for a clothing company. And she writes descriptions of the clothes in the catalogs, and the way she talks about the clothes, I thought that's what you were doing just a second ago. That's where I kind of got that thought. Here comes the wind and the 0-2 pitch, and it's going to be slapped at the third base side. So I thought you were going in the Moo uniforms that are multicolored, have a button-down look, and also make you feel like you want to go out and play 9 innings, something like that. Thought you had maybe another career coming up here
no,
soon.
Far from a fashion expert.
Oh, okay. This is why we're in radio, Alex.
Exactly.
That's right. No balls and 2 strikes on Isaac Bonner. Next pitch. He swings and taps it foul at home plate, and we'll do it again at 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Bonner. Fremont got a run in the bottom of the first. Cooper Fucino with an RBI ground rule double that bounced underneath the fence in right field. And then Carter Sintek hit one to the right side, and an errant throw was able to allow Fucino to score. 0-2. Bonner swings and misses for strike 3. So another strikeout for Cooper Katsky, his third. And there's one down here in the Moo second inning.
Early leads haven't been the problem for Fremont recently. The problem has been keeping them, and we saw them have early leads in both games 2 and 3 against Hastings, games that Fremont would eventually lose. So you'd like to see Fremont able to tack on 2-3 the next couple of innings.
So here's the second baseman, Caden Anderson, playing his first game at historic Moeller Field as a member of the Moo. The wind in the first pitch, and he swings and misses for strike 1. It's 0-1. He's at Glenwood, Iowa, headed to UNL to play for the Huskers. And we've seen his athleticism, and shows why he's highly touted. Mm-hmm. Here's the 0-1. Swings and misses at strike 2. 0-2 here on Caden Anderson. He sure is getting a lesson, though, from some of the Independence League pitchers that have Division I stuff.
It's a very good learning opportunity facing off against talent he'll see at the next level.
Katsky winds, now the 0-2. And Anderson swings and pops it into the air, playable in foul territory to the right side. And over to reach up and make the catch will be Jackson Trout for the second out. So Caden Anderson fouls out wide of first. They're 2 away. So it's going to bring to the plate Dylan Brandenburg, the first baseman. Dylan's batting .278, 1 home run. He's driven in 13. Brandenburg, corner infielder here for the Moo. We see him a lot at third base. He's over at first tonight. First pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Brandenburg. Dean Reynolds would be next. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the second. Fremont leading the Nebraska Prospects 1-0. We started just over an hour late tonight because of the rain late this afternoon. Here's the 0-1. And hit right back up to Katsky. He'll take it himself. Underhand tosses it on over to Trout, and that will retire the side. So Brandenburg with a sharp comebacker, and that's going to do it for the Moo in the second. Retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. We have played 2 innings of baseball, and the Fremont Moo still lead the Nebraska Prospects 1-0. Alex takes over when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball. If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers. Competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. Book your next hotel stay at the Super 8 by Wyndham in Fremont. Conveniently located just minutes from historic downtown Fremont, the Fremont Splash Station, and the Fremont State Lakes. Our pet-friendly hotel offers affordable accommodations with easy access to all of our area's major attractions, including shopping, restaurants, and a multitude of outdoor activities the whole family can enjoy. Located at 1250 East 23rd Street. Book online now at wyndhamhotels.com/Super8. We work our way to the top of the third at historic Moeller Field, a 1-0 Fremont Moo lead. And to take us through the third and the fourth innings is Alex Burstein.
Thank you, Rich. It's been a pitcher's duel here at historic Moeller Field between Fremont's Logan Anderson and the Prospects' Cooper Katsky. Anderson has the edge right now with 4 strikeouts, and his team has the lead. Moo lead 1-0. And now it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Prospects. Bodie Waller leading things off, followed by Trenton Berry and Easton Swafford. Waller, the designated hitter tonight. His first plate appearance of the evening. Anderson went 1-2-3, all with strikeouts in the second. Right-hander stands straight. Here comes the set and the first pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Bodie Waller, an infielder out of Mount Marty University, a Nebraska native. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Anderson. Another fastball. This time hits the inside part of the zone, and Anderson quickly gets ahead in the count. 0-2.
Talking about Mount Marty, which is in Yankton, South Dakota, and Will, who is our sound guy, is very familiar with Mount Marty. They got 6 inches of rain in Yankton this morning.
Whew. Here's the 0-2. Chop towards second base. It'll be the shortstop Anderson who gets it, throws it across, and a nice play there. Pardon me, Carter Sintek at short, who gets it to Brandenburg and applies the tag for out number 1.
Yeah, Sintek had to wait on that high bounce and to see what it was going to do with the conditions that the way they were, and it just sailed coming out of his hand. But give Brandenburg a lot of credit to be athletic over at first base to come down with it, slap the tag, and get the out.
It's a position Dylan Brandenburg hasn't played much this summer, but knows quite well from this past spring at Skyline Community College. Trenton Berry coming to the plate. First pitch on its way from Anderson. Breaking ball. That's a beautiful pitch. Gets in there for a strike. We've seen 2 really good breaking balls out of both Cooper Katsky and Logan Anderson here tonight. Here comes the 0-1 offering. Fastball. Low. Evens out to count at 1-1.
Surprised that 2 of the 3 games are taking place tonight because I know Pierre got a little bit of rain earlier today too, and they were able to play Spearfish tonight, and probably now looking at it and wishing that they didn't.
They would have taken a doubleheader tomorrow.
That game's 14-2 in the 6th inning.
Football score.
Yep.
1-1 the count. Trenton Berry at the plate. Here comes the 1-1 offering. Fouled off to the right-hand side. 1-2 the count. Berry was a 3-sport athlete in high school. Football, basketball, and baseball. A lot of guys in this league we've seen do that. He plays his college ball at Northeast Community College. 1-2 count on the infielder. Breaking ball hit high towards left field. Getting under it is Reynolds, and he will make the easy grab for out number 2. So that's now going to be 6 straight batters retired from Logan Anderson after giving up a walk in the first inning. He's really found his rhythm. Brings the top of the lineup, Easton Swafford, to the plate. Swafford out of Crowder College, lined out to short his first time up. Lefty batter facing off against the righty Anderson. Kicks his glove, first pitch. Inside for a strike, 0-1 the count. Swafford, a B Branch, Arkansas native. One of only a couple players in this prospects team not from the state of Nebraska. Here's the 0-1. Liner towards left field, and making the grab on the near the ground is left fielder Dean Reynolds for out number 3. Second straight 1-2-3 inning for the Moo defense. They'll take their bats to order in the bottom of the 3rd. It's a 1-0 Moo lead. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Windstar Lines is a family-owned and operated charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 12 hubs across the U.S. and a varied fleet including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and double-decker motor coaches, we are able to accommodate any size group, large or small, to any destination, near or far. With almost 30 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group transportation needs. Now hiring full and part-time drivers.
Trust your heart to the team at Methodist for expert cardiac care that makes a life-changing difference. From specialized testing and imaging to comprehensive surgical options, including the most advanced procedures, we provide the personalized care that you expect from the Methodist name. Learn more about our heart and vascular care by visiting bestcare.org/heart. That's bestcare.org/heart. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Bottom bottom three here at historic Moeller Field. The Moo with a 1-0 lead over the Nebraska Prospects. Opening game of a 2-game set, and it's been a battle between two excellent pitchers. Cooper Katsky for the Nebraska Prospects versus Logan Anderson for the Moo. And we'll see Katsky take the mound for his third inning here, coming up in just a couple seconds.
Alex, Moo Baseball is brought to you in part by Keel's Barbershop. To keep your hair and for the best haircut around, stop into Keel's. They're at 88 West 6th Street in Fremont.
Dean Reynolds comes to the plate, donning his Columbia blue helmet from his home college of Columbia University. First plate appearance of the night for Reynolds, who's hitting 137 on the year. First pitch, fouled back, 0-1 the count. That batting average a little bit misleading, 137 overall, but in the second half, Reynolds is hitting 312. He's really found his bat a lot more here in this latter half of the season. Katsky sets. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's a very hard pitch to hit. Katsky's had great control of the breaking ball.
Between both pitchers tonight, they've had really good stuff. Especially the breaking pitches have been very difficult to square up.
Here's the 0-2. Reynolds swung on and missed, gets past the catcher Peterson, but he grabs it quickly and throws to first in time for out number 1. And that will be another strikeout for Cooper Katsky, his 4th of the night, as he gets ready to face the Moo lineup for the second time in Jack DeRosier.
I wouldn't want to swing a bat against him, that's for sure. It's good breaking pitches.
Yes. DeRosier out of Creighton University bounced back to the pitcher his first time up. Here's the first offering. Fastball fouled back, 0-1 the count. Katsky showed off his athleticism on that play. It was a soft bouncer to the left side of the mound. He grabbed it and sprinted the first and beat DeRosier in a foot race. 0-1 the count on the lefty hitter. Here's the pitch. Fastball hits the outside part of the plate. 0-2. DeRosier's been a really good addition to this Moo team in the second half of the season. He's reached safely in every game he's played in. Here's the 0-2. Sky towards left field. Third baseman Barry chasing after it, and it will be the shortstop, Easton Swafford, making the grab on the left field line for out number 2.
That's a nice play. The shortstop has to take charge on those gray area pop-ups like that because that's tough for the third baseman who's going away from the infield looking over his shoulder. Tough for the left fielder because he's got so much room he's got to run to get to. So a nice job by Swafford.
Brings Carson Burnett to the plate. Right fielder hitting 267 on the year. Struck out his first time up. Set and first pitch from Katsky. Breaking ball, bounce towards second base. Skyler gets it. Throw to first is routine. And a 4-3 put out puts us to an end of the third inning. 1-2-3 to Moo go down in order. In the bottom of the third, they lead 1-0 entering inning number 4. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
We target cancers with precision technology. We save lives with advanced heart procedures. We deliver exceptional care for the most vulnerable pregnancies. We are Methodist. With a reputation built on generations of trust, our passion is shaping the future with innovative treatments, the newest advancements, and the compassion you deserve. Our greatest impact is your healthiest life. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Fremont's place to be is The Door in downtown Fremont. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 1 a.m. and Sundays from 11 to 1 a.m. The Door has great food, drinks, and an outdoor patio that is second to none. The grill is always on at The Door, and all items are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. Follow The Door on Facebook, located at 325 North Main Street in Fremont. The Door, beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff.
Top of the fourth inning here at historic Moeller Field in Fremont, Nebraska. The Moo leading the Nebraska Prospects 1-0. Fremont looking to break out of a 2-game skid, and Logan Anderson's a big help to that cause as he sent down the last
7 straight batters dating back to the end of the first inning, including back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings, already up to 4 strikeouts, and now will face off against the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, beginning with Jackson Trout, the first baseman for this prospects team. Trout, his first time up, struck out as we get some recognition on the field for the Community Health and Agency Drive of Nebraska. Chad, who was supposed to have their honor night here tonight. Moo players have been racking up money all season long for respective organizations, but weather changed that, but still able to give a few shout-outs on the field tonight.
Yeah, Ruth Register with the Retired Professional Teachers Organization in Fremont was speaking moments ago, and great to see the recognition that takes place and the philanthropic thoughts that go through the members of this community. That's good stuff.
Moo players have donated a lot of money, thousands of dollars this year, based on their athletic achievements on the field that have been matched by donors in the community. Jackson Trout, the righty, steps in, wide stance, first pitch from Anderson. Fastball foul off to the right-hand side, 0-1 the count. Jackson Trout listed at 6'5", 220. He's got one of those lanky baseball frames. Here comes the 0-1, and that's going to hit his left shoulder, and Trout will get a free pass to first base. So, first hit batter of the night for Logan Anderson, and also the second reach he's given up first since the first inning. And that brings the 3-hitter Elliot Peterson to the plate.
Alex checking the Independence League scoreboard. Sasquatch have kicked a field goal now.
Nope.
Bottom of the 7th, they lead the Oahe Zap 17-2.
Keep on adding on.
That's
Peterson.
fine. Use up all your runs now.
That's true.
Right? If you're a Moo fan, you're thinking when you go there next week, just hopefully they don't have any runs in their bats, but you know how it goes.
An unsuccessful attempt at first base on the pickoff. Now Anderson will bend his knees, looking for the sign, and ready for the first pitch to Peterson. Here it comes outside. 1-0 the count.
Another game going on in the league is in Casper tonight. The Spuds taking on the Bison, and Casper is leading that one 4-1. That game's in the top of the 4th.
Peterson recently committed to play at the University of Arkansas next season. Here's the 1-0 offering. Fastball a little bit low, and a 2-0 count now. Started off his collegiate career at Southeast Community College and was dominant these past couple of years. Hit .517 in the spring with 15 home runs and 91 RBIs.
That's not half bad.
2-0 pitch in high. Off-speed pitch there from Logan Anderson, and he misses the zone. He's missed outside, low, and high now on this at-bat to bring us to a 3-0 count on Elliot Peterson.
Talking about his offensive stats at Southeast, it's about like the numbers that Caden Anderson had at Glenwood High School.
Mm-hmm. Now both will be playing D1. 3-0, misses outside, gets away from the catcher Bridger Coleman, but it won't matter as free pass offered to Elliot Peterson, and it advances Jackson Trout to second base. So the tying run in scoring position now as Coleman's going to jog out to the mound, have a quick word with his pitcher. Really the first struggles we've seen Logan have since the first inning.
I want to remind listeners that Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you in part by Bloom Optical. They are the eye care professionals, and they care about your eye care, your eyewear, but most importantly, they care about you.
Brings up Nicholas Saul to the plate. Nico as he goes by with this prospects team, donning a bright white batting helmet. Stands out as the skies get darker here in Fremont. Not because of storms, mainly just because the sun almost all the way down. Runners at first and second base. Anderson looks in for the sign. He's got that arching look towards the catcher. Now he sets straight up. And here's the first pitch. Fastball outside.
After you give up 2 base runners like this, I mean, you don't want to taper off too much on your velocity, but you also want to put one over the plate to where there's a chance to maybe see the move roll over a double play, something of that nature too.
5 straight balls now offered by Logan Anderson after a hit by pitch as well. Long wait, checks the runner at second a couple times. Now here's the 1-0.
hit and fly towards left field. Third baseman gets away, and it will be the left fielder, Dean Reynolds, making the grab in foul territory for out number 1, a big first out there.
You know, I'm with you. I thought it was in foul territory, but Jeff Kopetsky, the home plate umpire, walked up the third base line and pointed fair.
Yeah.
So, but what we're concerned about is that the catch was made.
Yes,
and
catch was made,
away.
and the runners stay at their bases.
That's a big out, too.
Yes. So it'll be runners at first and second, 1 away now for Bryce Waller. One of 2 Wallers in the lineup tonight. Brothers. Bryce, the younger one, who plays at Northeast Community College. Already talked about Bodie, who plays at Mount Marty. Anderson sets first pitch. Fastball inside, and that hit the hand, it looks like, of Bryce Waller, so he'll get a free pass. Second hits batsman of the inning for Logan Anderson, and the bases are loaded with just 1 away for Jacob Perrin.
The thing about that righty-righty matchup sometimes is that if you don't have impeccable mechanics, that pitch will tail, and I've seen it happen a couple times, and sometimes it might have to do with the conditions that you're pitching on as well.
Runners at first, second, and third. First pitch to Perrin is high and inside. It's been a rainy day here in Fremont. The rain started falling around 3:30 p.m., and by about 3:50, the tarp was on the field here at Moeller Field, but did get rained on for a little bit, and then obviously had the heavy tarp on it for a while. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. Pitches outside, and they say he went. So, a 1-1 count now on Jacob Perrin.
Perrin has not had very good swings in this first at-bat plus here against Logan Anderson, so let's see if Logan can take advantage of the situation.
Struck out swinging his first time up. Anderson sets the 1-1. Inside, and off the glove there of
I think you're going to call it a foul ball.
No.
Yeah, the check swing there. I think it caught the bottom of the barrel of Perrin.
So there'll be a 1-2 count on the left fielder, Perrin. A young ball player, just finished up high school, and now will be playing for Southeast Community College in the fall, but trying to get some good reps in before he begins his junior college career. 1-2 the count. Anderson with the bases loaded, trying to get out of it. Here's the pitch. Inside. And that one... Perrin's arguing that he got hit by it, but he will not get the call from the umpire.
So here's what's happening. The prospects batters are leaning out over the plate, and Jeff Kopetsky wants nothing to do with it. Jeff Well is going to come down, and he's going to ask the clarification from Jeff Kopetsky and just ask his base umpire, Brent Densloggy, what he thought. And Brent Densloggy immediately said, yep, he leaned over. And so Jeff Kopetsky quickly points right back to home plate and says, yep, back to the box.
So there'll be a 2-2 now on Perrin, who thought he had a free pass and a free run for his team. Prospects still searching for their first hit of the day. It's Perrin with a relaxed stance in the righty's batter's box. Here's the pitch from Anderson. Breaking ball high, swung on and missed, strike 3. And a good pitch from Logan Anderson gets Perrin swinging for his second strikeout of the night. And it'll bring Paul Schuyler to the plate. Prospects trying not to waste a bases-loaded one-out situation, but Schuyler will have to reach safely to keep that from happening. Schuyler struck out to end the second inning. Logan Anderson now up to 5 strikeouts through 3 2/3 innings pitched. Looks in for the sign. Here's the set and the pitch. Outside. Seen Paul Schuyler play in a variety of games against the Moo, mainly as a second baseman. He's been in the outfield a little bit this season, but tonight he'll be at second for the Prospects. Logan Anderson stretches out his neck on the mound, and before searching for the sign, runners at every base, 1-0 Moo lead in the top of the fourth year from historic Moeller Field. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball, and that hits off the back of Paul Schuyler, who gets the free base. Another hit by pitch, the third of the inning by Logan Anderson, and Jackson Trout will come home for free. So All the runners advance, bases still loaded, and the 1-1 ball game now.
See, that's the part that's frustrating, and Ben Asher's going to go on out and have a word with Logan Anderson here, and this conversation is going to be about pitch selection because – and we talked about that the other night when we saw Luka Vukcevic that was on the mound, the right-handed pitcher having trouble with that breaking ball as it was just staying way too tight and it was hitting batters. Logan is dealing with that right now as well, and it happens. And so you got to make an adjustment on what you need to do. When Logan's been throwing fastballs that have been letter high, he's overpowering the prospects. So I think this is going to be a lot of the conversation right now saying, you know what, let's stay away from that curveball. Even when you're up 0-2, just change your eye level a little bit and your location, and you should have success there. So we'll see if that changes things, but all of a sudden, we got a tie game.
1-1, top of the fourth here from Fremont, Nebraska, and the bases are still loaded for Bodie Waller, who grounded out to start the third inning to shortstop. He's 0 for 1 today, searching for his first hit. Here's the first pitch, swung on and missed. Waller behind that pitch, and an 0-1 count here quickly. Waller began his collegiate career at Hutchinson Community College before making the move to Mount Marty, same school as Fremont's Brant Phillips. Here's the 0-1. Fastball fouled off to the left-hand side. That one travels to the parking lot here at Moeller Field. And an 0-2 count now quickly on Bodie Waller, and this would be a huge strikeout for Logan Anderson to keep this game tied at the end of this inning. Prospects still searching for their first hit of the night. Anderson sets. Here's the pitch. Inside. Below the knees there of Bodie Waller, who does a good job in the lefty's batter's box to stay away from that one. It will be a 1-2 count now on the junior. Bats lefty, throws righty. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and just fouled off. Almost a strikeout there from Logan Anderson, but a little piece of the bat hit that one right towards Bridger Coleman.
It actually got Jeff Kopetsky. It went right over the right shoulder, Coleman, and got Kopetsky right on the arm. Oof. And Bridger's standing up here a little bit to buy some time for his umpire friend back behind him.
He's taking it like a champ, though. So it'll be a 1-2, 2 away here in the top of the fourth. Still runners at every base, a 1-1 ball game. Anderson fires, and it bounces away from Coleman, and coming from third to home is Elliot Peterson, and the Prospects have a 2-1 lead. Looks like the grip on that one just did not work with Logan Anderson. Bounced that one way in front of home plate. Coleman can't control it, and the wild pitch scores a run.
Yeah, I know that's going to frustrate Logan because he's been pitching so well. And to see 2 runs come across this inning with 3 hit batsmen, a walk, and now a wild pitch. You know, when as a pitcher, your competitiveness says to yourself, okay, if you're going to beat me, do it with your bat. And Anderson probably frustrated that he's been giving up some free bases here, but still got an opportunity to try to get a strikeout here.
Still a 2-2 count on Bodie Waller. Now it's Bryce Waller at third base and Paul Schuyler at second. Anderson searches for the sign, gets one he likes, stands up tall. Here's the 2-2. Chopped back for a foul ball, and we'll keep it even at 2 apiece. And we'll do the 2-2 again on Bodie Waller. Anderson bends his knees, holds the ball between it as he finds the sign. Now he sets for the 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball just a tad outside. Just missed the zone there, and it will be a full count on Bodie Waller.
That's a case where Coleman wanted it inside, and Anderson missed his spot. He might have caught the outside corner, but missing your spot by that much can indicate to the home plate umpire that it's a ball.
Anderson readies for the full count pitch. Here it comes. Popped foul on the left-hand side. And we'll do the 3-2 again. Bodie Waller battling here at home plate, searching for his first hit of the day. A run has already come across the plate this at-bat on a wild pitch that scored Elliot Peterson. Earlier this inning, Jackson Trout came home to score. And that's how the Prospects have taken the lead 2-1 here in the top of the fourth. Anderson looks in. Here's the 3-2. Fastball grounded, right side, gloved by Anderson, throws to first in time, and a 4-3 put-out. Gets the Moo out of the inning, but not before 2 runs come across the plate. No hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. The 2-1 Prospects lead as we move to the home half of the fourth. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Find your purpose with work that matters. Methodist is hiring for clinical and non-clinical positions throughout our health system. Join a team that's making a difference and take advantage of a range of benefits like medical, vision and dental, flexible scheduling, and tuition assistance. To find all of our opportunities and apply online, go to bestcare.org/jobs. That's bestcare.org/jobs. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Fremont's place to be is The Door in downtown Fremont. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 1 a.m. and Sundays from 11 to 1 a.m. The Door has great food, drinks, and an outdoor patio that is second to none. The grill is always on at The Door, and all items are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. Follow The Door on Facebook, located at 325 North Main Street in Fremont. The Door, beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff.
After some struggles in the first inning, Cooper Katsky has been elite. He sent down 7 straight Moo batters, and the Prospects have a 2-1 lead as Katsky enters his 4th inning of work here against the Fremont Moo. The Prospects plated 2 in the top half of this inning to take their first lead of the day, and now we'll see what Katsky can do in the 4th. These 2 teams played 5 games just a week ago. The Moo won 4 of them. The lone game they did not win was when Katsky was on the mound. He won a pitcher's duel against Fremont's Robert O'Malley. Ended up getting his first win of the season in that game and is now looking to pick up win number 2. You know, Rich, this Prospects team, they have a lot of pitchers. No one has won more than 1 game. They're very balanced in their pitching this season. Katsky hoping to break that mark here tonight. He has a 2-1 lead as he faces off against Cooper Fucino. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike.
It's been a down year offensively in the Independence League this year, and the Prospects have experienced a lot of that from their end as well.
Yep. 0-1 pitch to Fucino, swung on and missed. A reaching breaking ball. So Fucino goes down in the count. Cooper, the lone hit in the game. He had a double, ground rule double in the first, came around to score later that inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, inside corner, strike 3, and Cooper Fucino will be sent back to the dugout on Cooper Katsky's 4th strikeout of the game. They'll bring Carter Sintek to the plate. A beautiful pitch there from Cooper Katsky, scraped the inside part of the plate. And gets another strikeout. He's looked really comfortable here the last few innings. Sintek toes the right-hander's batter's box. First pitch hit foul to the netting here at Moeller Field. 0-1 the count.
I'll have some investigative research for you to do a little bit later, Alex.
Okay.
Yep, I just saw something on social media that raised my eyebrow a little bit.
Okay. Never know where you're going when you bring things up like this.
Well, I'm waiting for this pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball finds the top part of the zone. 0-2 the count.
Sasquatch are laying it on the Bison tonight, or
Yes.
the Zap tonight. And I just saw on social media that they've got Ben Hills on the mound. He's an intern for the Sasquatch.
How about that?
He better be on Game Changer.
I will check
Okay.
in a second. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball outside.
The reason I bring it up is because 3 years ago, when the Gem City Bison were starting things, they played a bunch of players that were not eligible to be playing. So that's the only reason I brought it up.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. And Syntac hit that one right back to his body, but looks like he's okay. And we'll stay at a 1-2 count.
Investigative dirt digging.
Yes. We'll figure this one out.
I'm sure it's legal. Spearfish does things the right way.
Syntac gets back into the batter's box and now readies for the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball gets away from the catcher, Peterson, and evens out the count at 2-2. Syntac, a redshirt freshman out of South Dakota State, started the first few weeks of the season for the Jackrabbits before falling to injury and returned to the Moo just a couple weeks ago. Long break with no baseball. Here's the 2-2. Grounded right side through, and that will be a single for Carter Syntac, his first hit of the day and the Moo's second hit of the day, as Fremont has a man on here in the bottom of the fourth, and that's where it starts, just getting base runners on.
I've already cleared up my my curiosity.
Okay.
Ben Hill is legal to pitch for the Sasquatch. Well, that would be the same as Tyler Dunham, who pitched earlier this year for Fremont, who is baseball ops. He's also listed on Game Changer as an eligible player. So
you didn't even let me investigate.
Nope, I didn't. I got you. You know, take that one off.
Bridger Coleman comes to the plate. Catcher for the Moo. First pitch, breaking ball outside. Little less control on that breaking pitch from Cooper Katsky this inning. He has a curveball that has a little movement, and then he has a looking like a sweeper that goes all the way to the other batter's box, and he's not been getting a lot of chases here in the fourth. Moo trail 2-1, bottom of inning number 4. Here's the 1-0, fastball outside.
And it's tough to try to, swipe a bag against these guys, too.
Yes.
Katsky he's played in the Big Ten. Then you got Peterson, who's going to play in the SEC as the catcher, for Syntac to try to swipe second base. It's going to take something for him to get down there.
Pickoff attempt to first base, not in time, as Carter Syntac gets back to the bag safely. 2-0 count on Bridger Coleman, the recent commit to California State University Chico. As Katsky sets. Here comes the 2-0. Outside, and actually hits the outside corner for a strike. A breaking ball that just gets into the zone. And a 2-1 count now.
It's a pretty good pitch. If I was going to argue at all, I'd say maybe it was a little bit down, but that's close enough for strike one.
So it'll be 2-1 now on Bridger Coleman. 3 home runs on the season for the sophomore out of California. 2-1 pitch, low. Moo looking to have 2 runners on the base paths for the first time tonight. Cooper Fucino reached in the first and scored the very next batter. So the Moo have not simultaneously had 2 runners on the bases at any point this evening. 3-1 the count on Bridger Coleman. Katsky stands tall. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 on a high fastball. Brings us to a full count.
There's only one downfall I've seen out of Bridger's swing lately within the last week. He's been doing a lot of that. Chasing pitches that might be up and out of the zone a little bit. He does do well going the opposite direction, but just having trouble squaring up those type of pitches as of late.
Struck out looking his first time up. Full count pitch on Bridger Coleman. Here it comes. Inside and misses the zone. So that'll be a 1-out walk for Bridger Coleman, and runners now at first and second base for the Moo with 1 away. So after a leadoff strikeout to Cooper Fucino, little bit of control issues here for Cooper Katsky, who's given up a hit and a walk. It'll bring Isaac Bonner to the plate. Struck out his first time up, but now lefty with the chance to tie this one up with 1 swing of the bat. The speedy Carter Syntac at second base. First pitch. Hit high towards center field. Chasing in is Waller. It'll be the second baseman, Paul Schuyler, getting under it for the grab. Just on the lip of the center field grass. And that was a very efficient out for the prospects. Doesn't let either of the runners advance. And now it'll be 2 away for Caden Anderson.
Brent Densloggy, base umpire, called it an infield fly rule as soon as Schuyler was able to turn his body toward the infield, and catch made anyway. But for young players that are out there, they should have saw what Cooper Katsky did. He sprinted off the mound to back up third base in case there was a throw. That's good awareness.
High IQ ball player. First pitch to Anderson. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. One guy who just left the Big Ten in Cooper Katsky. Another guy who's just entering it this upcoming fall in Caden Anderson. 0-1 the count on the right-hander. Here's the pitch. High.
It's not the situation for it right now, but it might develop later in the ball game. If you've got somebody that can handle the bat very, very well tonight, a bunt is a very big thing in this game because you've got wet grass and might be difficult to field and throw.
Yes.
So that might be part of the strategy for both teams later.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike two. A reaching fastball to the outside part of the zone. It'll be a 1-2 count on Caden Anderson. Entered today hitting 200. He has 2 RBIs on the season. Still searching for his first extra base hit. Popped out to first his first time up. Katsky checks the runner at second. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Gets away from Peterson. He'll recover. Throw to first in time. And another strikeout from Katsky, his 5th of the day, retires to side in the bottom of the 4th. Moo threatened with a hit and a walk, but they leave both those runners on the base paths. It's a 2-1 ball game as we move to the end of inning number 4, and that means it's time for a bathroom break brought to you by Weesey Plumbing, Heating, and Excavating. When something messy breaks, remember your duty is our duty at Weesey Plumbing. Call 721-6908.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Play the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play Trucks and Bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
Tight ball game, 2-1. The Prospects lead the Moo, entering inning number 5 and taking you through the 5th. Here's Rich Ray.
Alex, thank you. The Prospects have 2 runs, no hits, and 1 error. Fremont 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. And for the Prospects in the 5th, it'll be the 9-1 and 2 batters, Trenton Berry, Easton Swafford, and Jackson Trout against Logan Anderson. Anderson has struck out 5, but ran into some trouble with control in that 4th inning when he hit 3 batters. Also had a walk and a wild pitch, and that wild pitch ended up bringing across the 2nd run for the Prospects on the night, which is the difference in the ballgame. So here's Trenton Berry, who will lead things off, the Wahoo native, batting .240, no homers, driven in 5. And he flew out to left field his first time around. So Anderson will receive his sign from Bridger Coleman. Here's the line, the first pitch to Berry. Swing and a miss at a fastball that was up, and it's 0-1.
That's been the pitch tonight for Logan Anderson. When he can get his fastball placed well in the zone, a lot of swing and misses from the Prospects.
No balls, 1 strike as Anderson goes through his signs with Coleman. Now he winds. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fastball down low. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, tomorrow is Salute to Service Saturday, and they'll be auctioning off the camouflage jerseys. And that's all part of the Fremont Area Sports Coalition. Then off is Sunday, and then Monday, the Bison come in. The first time the Moo will see the Bison this year. They'll play them 3 times, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here at historic Moeller Field. 1-1 pitch, bouncer, deep at the hole, it's short, and it's going to get in left field for a base hit. Sintek trying to get to it with his glove, but couldn't quite do so. And that's the first hit of the night for the Prospects, a leadoff single here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, nice diving effort out there in shallow left field by the shortstop, Carter Sintak, but he just misses getting a clean glove on that one. And a good piece of hitting, just placed perfectly by Trenton Berry to get someone on for the first time via hit tonight for the Prospects.
Third time around the order now for the prospects as Easton Swafford steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's lined out to short and flown out to left field. There's the stretch in the first pitch. It's going to be a fastball at the top of the zone in the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Easton Swafford. Jackson Trout will be next. 2-1, the prospects with the lead. The Moo got a run in the bottom of the first. The prospects scored at 2 in the top of the fourth, and we're currently in the top of the fifth inning. This game started an hour late tonight because of the rain that we had late in the afternoon. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch. Fastball low. Count evens. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike.
After all that offense we saw in Hastings, much different speed to this game. Just 3 hits and 3 runs through 4 innings. It's the defenses that have been making a difference here tonight.
1-1 here on Easton Swafford. Long pause, and now the pitch. Fastball, a little bit low. Snap throw back down to first, but diving back in safely is Barry. And the count now 2-1 here on the prospect shortstop.
Which is funny because you go from a pitcher-friendly ballpark like Duncan Field to a hitters-friendly ballpark like Mulder Field. Opposite results from what you'd expect.
You think you know what you're going to see when you go to a baseball game?
You never do.
You don't. I think that might have been something Satchel Paige said one time. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Easton Swafford. Next pitch, waved at and missed. A little off speed that time from Anderson. Swafford was out in front, and it's now 2-2.
Yeah, good job there by Anderson to just kind of change the pace of what's happening on that at-bat. A nice pitch to the outside. Gets another swing and miss.
2-2 on Easton Swafford. Stretch by Anderson as he's now ready to go. Now turns and throws to first base. You're a huge Cubs fan. I told you I was watching the Cubs game earlier today.
Yep.
And I think it might have been in middle innings. That might have been when I wasn't dozing off. Well, you know, they've always got seagulls,
yes,
pigeons.
Always, right by Lake Michigan.
Yeah, there's a pigeon that was on the third base line for 2 straight innings. It wouldn't move.
Really?
Yeah. It was like a baseline stand-up. Well, I'm not going there. Here's the 2-2, and it bounces off the glove of Coleman to the backstop. That's going to be a wild pitch. So Trenton Berry gets down to second base on the play.
That's like we were pulling the tarp earlier, and you have to roll it out because it's out in right field.
Mm-hmm.
There was a pair of baby bunnies inside the tarp.
Inside the tarp.
Yes.
Oh, my. The things that you'll find when you start digging, right?
Yep.
3-2 the count on Easton Swafford. Berry's at second. Anderson's 3-2. A little high and outside for ball 4. So Easton Swafford draws a walk. That's the second walk in as many innings. 3 total now for Logan Anderson. And that's going to put runners at first and second here for the prospects with nobody out.
Number 8, Jackson Trout.
So it's going to bring Jackson Trout now to the plate. Jackson's wearing number 8, isn't he?
Yep.
I still haven't erased the number 1 that was given to us. There we go. All right. Jackson Trout wearing number 8. He is 0 for 1. He struck out. He's been hit by a pitch and scored a run. 2-1 the prospects lead, top of the 5th. First pitch is a fastball backhanded by Coleman and misses ball 1.
So we thought there was one bunny, and we see it run away. So we start to roll the tarp, and then we get like halfway out. And another one comes out, unharmed, but it somehow made its way safely with rolling around for a good 50 meters or so.
Did you just go meters on me?
I did.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Really? This is not track and field, Alex.
Been running too much.
1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. It's 1-1. You're going to get plenty of the metric system with the Olympics coming up here, starting up next week. That's the one thing from doing stats forever, is that track and field still lists it in, like, meters. And you're like, okay, exactly how far is that jump? Here's the 1-1. It's outside. They count out 2 balls and a strike to Jackson Trout. Now, when you watch the coverage, because I think it's NBC still got it.
Yep.
It's all tape, so they've got time to do the calculations and change and get their graphics up there. And, you know, Alex's triple jump went, 49 feet, 7 inches.
World record.
Yeah. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball down low. 3 balls and a strike to count here on Jackson Trout. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And there's a Moo player that's at least stretching a little bit and moving around down in the bullpen. 3-1 the count here on Trout. Anderson set. 3-1 pitch. Fastball caught the outside corner at the knee, strike 2.
Yeah, that's going to be something to monitor because we're not sure what more than stretching a pitcher can do in the Moo bullpen tonight with the status of the mound after the rain. So it'll be different than what's usually seen from the Moo bullpen this
Might
evening.
be one of those things where they have to go down to the pasture and just play catch. 3-2 the count here on Jackson Trout. Next pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Logan Anderson comes back, gets a strikeout, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's been one of the more encouraging things we've seen out of Logan Anderson tonight. A couple of times he's battled to 3-0, 3-1 counts, but been able to come back and get strikeouts and gets a big first out and now a double play ball in play to end the inning.
Elliot Peterson will step to the plate. He's drawn a walk twice, and in last inning he was able to score a wild pitch, which is the difference in the game. 2-1, the Prospects with the lead. So Logan Anderson's got his sign. He's at the belt. First pitch to Peterson. Fastball swung on a foul back. It's 0-1. I was fortunate enough earlier, late this spring, to be asked to broadcast on live video stream an NAI baseball regional tournament, which was down in Lincoln. And the top team in the country was the Southeastern Fire, which is out of South Florida. And they were playing in that tournament. No balls and 1 strike to Elliot Peterson. Here's the next pitch. Swung on and popped into the air towards center field. Taking a few steps in is Terosian, and he will reach up and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
It's a big second out. A couple of a strikeout and now a fly out where no runners are able to advance is just what you want out of Logan Anderson, who's trying to finish out this inning. And now just one more out needed.
So on the finish up the story, at Sherman Field in Lincoln, there were lights that were out down by where the Southeastern team would have their bullpen warm up. And their bullpen closer logistically threw 103.
Wow.
And so it was late at night, lights were out, and so he couldn't really warm up because his catcher can't see it. Here's a pitch that bounces in front of Coleman into the backstop, and it's going to be a wild pitch that'll get runners to second and third. So another wild pitch this inning, and 2 runners are in scoring position now for the Prospects, and 1 ball and no strike to count. So to finish the story, the Southeastern coach asked the opposing coach if their player could go warm up in their bullpen. And so he did, and then walked out of their dugout. That was something. 1 ball and no strikes there to Nico Saul. Next pitch. Swung on and popped in the air, foul left side, and it's out of play. 1-1 the count here on Saul.
103. Wow.
That's what he had been listed at. And Southeastern had, wow, the talent they have. They didn't win it this year, though. It was Hope International out of California who ended up winning the national title. The 2 favorites were Southeastern and Georgia Gwinnett, who are powerhouses. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and pulled foul off the first base side. So Anderson's a pitch away from getting out of this. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here on Nico Saul with Bryce Waller to bat next. 2-1, the Nebraska Prospects lead it. We're in the top of the 5th inning at historic Moeller Field on a late Friday night. Started this one just over an hour late because of the rain late this afternoon. Anderson ready. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit high in the air, deep right field. Floating back by the warning track and shy of it, and reaching up and making the catch will be Carson Burnett for the final out of the inning. Well, Saul, he flirted with a long one, but came up just a little bit short, and that's the final out here in the top of the 5th. Well, the Prospects threatened but do not score. There were no runs on 1 hit with no errors and 2 runners left on base. We're midway through tonight's contest where the Prospects lead the Fremont Moo 2-1. More coming up in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Did you know that downtown Fremont is also known as the antique capital of Nebraska? Fremont and Dodge County also has many fine hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. We invite you to come and see why downtown Fremont has been named the most charming downtown in Nebraska by USA Today.
Kills Barbershop is the Sports Center barbershop in Fremont. Be sure you look your best and get into Kills Barbershop, where you'll receive quality haircuts in a friendly atmosphere. Get a fresh cut, have them hot leather, and shave your neck. If you're looking for that special feel of a true barbershop, Kills is the place for you. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 7:30 to 3. Kills Barbershop, 6th and Broad in downtown Fremont. They'll make you look your best.
Back to historic Moeller Field alongside Alex Burstein. I'm Rich Ray. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's a 2-1 Nebraska Prospects lead. Logan Anderson worked himself out of a jam with a couple of runners in scoring position and got a couple outs to keep this a one-run contest. So we'll see if Fremont can get some offense going here against Cooper Kansky. It'll be 8-9-1 in the order. Dylan Brandenburg, Dean Reynolds, and then back to the top with Jack Tarosian. Tonight, Kansky, through 4 innings, has given up 1 run off 2 hits. He struck out 6, and he's walked just 1 batter. So here's Brandenburg, who's 0 for 1. He bounced back to Katsky on the mound his first time around. So Katsky into the line. Here's the first pitch. Brandenburg swings and hits it right back where it came from, up the middle in the center field for a base hit. That's a good start, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah, that's a great start. Pitch a little high and inside, and Brandenburg likes it to send it up the middle, and tying run on the base paths now. We'll see if the Moo can do anything with it.
So it's going to bring left fielder Dean Reynolds to the plate. Reynolds 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his first time. This is where you'd like to see Dean just run into one.
Yep.
Square one up.
We've seen him do it this year.
Yep. Does have 1 homer, but he squared up a lot of baseballs. He's just been hitting them at people. There's the stretch and the pitch. Reynolds takes a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, it's just such a good sweeping pitch from Cooper Katsky. The Moo players have no idea whether to swing at it or not, and even if they do, it's very hard to make contact with that pitch, but still in the zone. 1
strike on Dean Reynolds. Next pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball down low. Bounces to the left for Peterson. He'll throw down to second, but Brandenburg goes in, standing up on the wild pitch. So Brandenburg in scoring position with nobody out, and a no-ball 2-strike count here on Dean Reynolds. The moon is trying to peek out from behind a cloud, which is right up above the American flag in center field. And there are clouds all over the place, so it's going to be very difficult for the moon to make an appearance tonight. But it might be full. The 0-2. Reynolds hits a bouncing ball to the third base side where it's gloved by Berry. Checks the runner, throws across. It's low and off the bag. They call him out. I think they called him out. Yep, Brent Denslog, he called him out. And now the umpires might get together and talk about this, because Jeff Kopetsky would have the call if there's a pulled foot or not. So they'll get together and discuss, and we'll get a ruling here. I have a feeling it's going to be a pulled foot. Yep, there it is. Yep. Going to rule that one as a hit.
Yeah, well-placed ball down the third base line by Dean Reynolds, and he's able to reach for the first time here today. First multi-hit inning for Fremont, and things looking good for the Moo. No outs and 2 runners on.
So here comes Jack Tarosian. Tarosian is 0 for 2. There's the stretch and the pitch. It's down low for a ball. It's 1-0. You know what we're going to do here is that we're going to change that to an error.
Okay.
On the throw. And that'll be the second error on the Prospects tonight. 1-0 here on Jack Tarosian. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. The reason why they've ended up changing that is the fact that because of the call by the base umpire, if the throw's on the money, then he's probably out.
That's true.
If he doesn't bring him out the bag. Runner from second's going to go. The throw to third, and out by a mile is Brandenburg. What is he doing?
Yeah, Elliot Peterson's not the catcher you want to run on. He has an SEC caliber arm, obviously a very good bat, but also excellent behind the plate. He gets another runner thrown out, and especially with a lefty batter, that's a head-scratching decision.
2 balls and 1 strike with 1 down and a runner at first. Here's a stretch. And the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 2-1. And to the fact that I talked about earlier, Tarosian, he's not going to bunt.
Nope.
But in a situation like that, you could show it.
Yeah.
And it could be a scenario where, because like I said earlier, wet grounds on a night like tonight, bunt's going to come into play. Here's a pickoff attempt to runner back. 2-2 the count here on Jack Tarosian.
Yeah, Reynolds has been taking a lengthy lead over there at second. I expect he won't take the bag after we already saw a runner caught stealing this inning. But the Moo trying to be a little aggressive on the base paths.
2-2 here on Terosian. Here's the pitch. And it's down low. A lot of times those base runners, they're trying to time the look from Katsky.
Mm-hmm.
And he timed the look, but got an awful jump away from second base. And sometimes you just got to tell yourself that, you know, if you get a jump and you don't feel good, don't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
3-2 the count here on Jack Terosian. Katsky set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on a foul back, so Terosian stays alive. I promise I'll get you some trivia sometime tonight.
Sometime tonight.
Yep, so.
That moon's doing everything it can to
It's
poke
trying.
out of the clouds, yeah.
It's got a Halloween look to it, doesn't it?
Yep. I got a text from my parent that's a really cool moon tonight, so I want to see what it is, but not clear skies here in Fremont.
3 balls and 2 strikes on Terosian. The stretch and the pitch. Terosian swings, hits it back up the middle in the center field for a base hit. Reynolds will stop at second base. How big is that play now of Brandenburg getting caught trying to take third?
Yeah, I mean, that's the difference right now. That ball might score Brandenburg if he has a big jump at second on the soft hit to center field. Instead, it's still a good position for the Moo with first and second and 1 out, but double play ball still in play, and the Moo still trailing by 1.
So runners are at first and second. And I tell you, if you got a batter that could maybe lay one down here, this might be the guy.
Yeah.
And Carson Burnett.
He's a utility guy. He could do it.
But there's 1 out in the inning. Burnett 0 for 2. He struck out swinging. He's also grounded out to second base. Here's the pitch. Burnett takes it outside for a ball, 1-0.
There's 1 out in the inning, but you have Cooper Fucino on deck, one of your top RBI guys who's really had success against this prospects team.
1 ball and no strikes on Carson Burnett. Katsky brings the hands to the belt. Here's the pitch. Burnett takes that off-speed breaking ball for a strike. It is 1-1. Our trivia, when I get to it, will have to be about young players that have had 30-30 seasons. 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in a year. Okay? 1-1 the count on Carson Burnett. Next pitch. And that hit him. Ooh, that hurts too. You could hear that just go thud right on the forearm of Carson Burnett. And he's going to be hit by the pitch, and that will load up the bases.
Yes, this is a really good chance now for the Moos. Still with just 1 away, and you have your top hitter in Cooper Fucino coming to the plate. So we'll see if Fremont can do anything with it.
All right, let's get to your trivia for tonight, okay? And help out Alex if you'd like on Mixler.com or also on YouTube on BSDN Live. And so I was talking earlier about 30-30 seasons.
Yes.
And there are 4 players in Major League Baseball history that have had 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in their age 22 season or younger. Okay? One of those is Julio Rodriguez with the Seattle Mariners. Okay, he became the 4th to do so. He did it last year.
Yes.
Who's the youngest to do so? We're going to have a pinch runner here for Carson Burnett. Miles Meadows is going to come in the ballgame. Makes me wonder if Burnett's got a big old welt on his arm right now. I think it might be the case.
Yeah. He has not had good luck with this prospects team in pitching, I believe.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're right. Because Burnett was hit in the helmet by a pitch earlier this season.
I believe that was against this team.
First pitch grounded to short. Flipped on over to second for 1. Relay to first. Picked out of the dirt. Double play. And that will end the inning. So Cooper Fucino hits into the 6-4-3 ground out double play. And the prospects are able to keep the lead. So in the inning for Fremont, there were no runs. On 2 hits, there was an error. And there was 1 runner left on base. We're through 5. It remains a 2-1 Nebraska prospects advantage. Well, I'll hand it back to Alex when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
You've already built something incredible. When you're ready to elevate your business even higher, you need a partner who can give you a platform for scale and even greater success. A partner with the strength and resources of the world's largest risk management, strategy, and benefits firm. A partner committed to building a network of accomplished brokers in your community. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. See how they can help your business go further at marshmma.com. Fremont Hy-Vee is proud to sponsor local sports, and they know that you fans love your meat. Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices right now. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks. Always low prices on your favorite flavor of brats. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee. Proud to be a part of local sports.
Back to historic Moeller Field. We work our way to the top of the sixth. Nebraska prospects got a pitcher's best friend, a 6-4-3 ground-out double play to wipe out the Moo threat. It's now a 2-1 stays 2-1 as we go to the top of the sixth. And taking us through the sixth and seventh innings is Alex Burstein.
Thank you, Rich. It's been a lot of good pitching. 5 combined hits between the two teams, 4 for the Moo, 1 for the prospects, but they have the lead 2-1 as we enter the sixth inning, and Logan Anderson will stay in for another inning. The starter has been tested the last couple of innings after looking really strong through 3, gave up 2 runs in the 4th inning, and then gave up his first hit of the ball game in the 5th, but he kept the prospects from scoring in inning number 5, and that's what kept this at a 2-1 ball game.
One thing the Moo are going to have to do here is they're going to have to find somebody to play right field because they don't have anybody in right field right now after Carson Burnett came out of the ball game.
Oh.
So they better not start this inning. There we go. Now Miles Meadows is coming out. I think Miles had to find some pants.
Yeah.
Is what happened there. I mean, he did run moments ago and had pants on, but now he's headed on out to right field. So he replaces Carson Burnett out in right.
Burnett exits the game after taking a pitch to the back in the bottom half of inning number 5. The Bryce Waller leading things off in the top half of the 6th. Anderson stretches. Here's the pitch inside, and that one grazes Waller, so he'll get a free pass, and that's another hit by pitch here by Logan Anderson, his 3rd of the night.
Yep, that's a concern when you play in wet conditions, and is that just gripping the baseball. And was it?
I think 4th, actually. Yeah,
4th
he had
one?
3 in the 4th and 1 now in the 6th. So 4 hit by pitches to go along with a few walks. As Jacob Herring comes to the plate, 1 runner on. Prospects looking to stretch the lead here past 2-1. They still only have 1 hit. First pitch bounces in front of home plate and safely in the second on the wild pitch is Bryce Waller. And Logan Anderson struggling a little bit here in the start of the 6th. We'll see how long they keep him in with someone warming up in the bullpen.
He's trying to kick the dirt out from his cleats as well, but makes me wonder if that's the major issue or if gripping the baseball is part of it. He's trying to do some work back behind. You know, you can get a trowel out of the dugout.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're going to do here. And those trowels usually are used for those that grew up in construction. Those are used for concrete if you're making sidewalks and things of that nature. But they're very handy for digging out the base standards to put the bases in there. And so you're going to bring that out here so they can dig some of the dirt out from underneath of Logan Anderson's cleats. Okay, so our trivia question once again is there are 4 players in Major League Baseball history that have had a 30-30 season in their age 22 season or younger. Julio Rodriguez became the 4th last year for the Seattle Mariners. I need to know who the youngest player to do so is or was.
Was it Ronald Acuna Jr.?
That is a guess from Alex. And I'll let you keep guessing throughout the evening.
Okay.
And folks can help by chiming in on Mixlr and also on YouTube, on our YouTube chat as well, if you think you know the answer.
Anderson back on the mound. Down in the count 1-0. The pitch to Perrin bounces right in front of Coleman and gets over the netting here at Moeller Field. So another wild pitch. And now in the third base is Bryce Waller with the 2-0 count. Logan just really struggling with control here in the 6th. Already a hit by pitch and 2 wild pitches this inning for the right-hander out of the University of Sioux Falls. Facing off against Jacob Perrin. Long look in here from Logan Anderson. Small lead over at third by Waller. Should there be another wild pitch. Here's the 2-0 outside. And now a 3-0 count on Jacob Perrin. He's wrapped up his high school career at Bellevue East. Very solid outfielder. He'll be playing at Southeast Community College. Here's the 3-0. Fastball hits the bottom part of the zone. Perrin thought he had a free pass there, but will step back into the batter's box. Now ahead in the count, just 3-1. We've seen Anderson battle back down 3-0, 3-1 a couple times for strikeouts. We'll see if he can do again so here. Here's the 3-1. Breaking ball, skied towards left field, and that one will drift foul. And the 3-0 turns into a full count. So it'll be 3-2 on Jacob Perrin, who's 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts swinging. Hasn't had his usual strong swing here tonight. Played in all 4 games against the Moo. 4 of the 5 games against the Moo last weekend. Here's the 3-2. Foul back and out of play.
Ronald Acuna Jr. is not correct, by the way. So you can keep guessing.
Okay.
I'll let you keep guessing. You got no help as of yet either.
Check on YouTube.
Youngest player to have a 30-30 season.
3-2 the count on Jacob Perrin. Here's the pitch. Blooper towards second base, and easily making the grab is Caden Anderson for out number 1. It will keep Bryce Waller at first base. And that one just on the inside part of the bat goes straight into the glove of Caden Anderson for out number 1.
Certainly helps out, too, because the Moo pulled the infield in here to try to cut off the run. So luckily he didn't get more of that and dumped it in the shallow center.
Anderson will now face off against Paul Schuyler, the right fielder. The second baseman, who we've seen reach once today via hit by pitch. Struck out in the first pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. The Moo infield still all the way in. Caden Anderson at second in the grass. Carter Sintak has, I think, his toes on the grass. And then the corner infielders a tiny bit further back as the 0-1 pitch misses low. Evens now that 1-1 on Paul Schuyler. Schuyler out of the University of Nebraska, Omaha, after a couple years at Cloud County Community College. The 1-1 hit foul, and a 1-2 now.
It's a loud strike. He really hit it far, but really pulled it foul.
So it's 1-2 on Schuyler, looking for his first hit of the day. He has a runner at third base in Bryce Waller, who's looking to move the lead to 2 runs. It would be the first multi-run lead of the day for either one of these teams. Bodie Waller waits on deck. Here's the 1-2. Liner towards right field and goes past a diving right fielder, Miles Meadows. 1 run will come in to score. Chasing around second is Paul Schuyler. He's waved around the third, and they're waving him. He's going to try for a Little League home run. The throw home is not in time. And that is a inside the park home run for Paul Schuyler, who was waved around third on a risky send. Miles Meadows was late to throw that one, and Bridger Coleman just misses the tag by an inch or so, as the lead now up to 4-1 for the Nebraska Prospects.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Miles is trying to make a play and had just a really bad read on that baseball and tried to dive to get to it. And then when he went after it, didn't really go 100% after that baseball out in right field, and then kind of stabbed at it. And that's going to be it for Logan Anderson. So we're going to have a pitching change.
Earlier today, I had the chance to catch up with Moo right fielder Wyatt Yether, and we'll listen in now for today's Moo mid-game interview.
Alex Burstein here with Wyatt Yether for today's Moo mid-game interview. Wyatt, you just wrapped up your freshman year. Why did you decide to come to the Moo for the summer?
It's really close to home. I knew it was a good league with a lot of good competition, so I wanted to stay close to home and keep playing good ball.
And what was kind of the experience like first year of JUCO? What was that transition like playing into college?
It was hard. It's a long season, play a long fall, a lot of hard work, and it's tough, but I really liked it. Had a lot of fun.
Now, we haven't seen you on the field for a few weeks now, but back for these last couple games, how good does it feel to be back able to play?
Really good. I'm super excited. I'm just really excited to get back and get back into it and get ready for the next spring and hopefully come out with a championship here at the Moo.
What are kind of the things you've been most working on this summer? What trying to improve for your fall and spring seasons?
I'm just really trying to stay aggressive at the plate, especially get more confident in the outfield on defense and really just be aggressive with balls in the zone and trying to do damage.
We've seen you a lot in right field this season. Is there something you think lends yourself particularly well to that position? Have you been a right fielder primarily your playing career?
I've kind of played all over, especially in high school, but that's just kind of where I ended up in the spring. And that's where I think I'll probably end up for the rest of my college career. So that's just what I'm trying to work at and be as good at that position as I can be.
And then kind of looking outside of baseball, has this always been your sport? Any other sports for you before?
I played basketball halfway through high school, and then I played football all the way through high school. I really miss it. Football was a really good time, but I decided to stick to baseball.
What made that decision? Why was baseball the calling for you?
I think I kind of called it. There was a little too much head injury going on, just a lot of banging around that I didn't see it lasting too long. So I thought baseball was probably the best for having a long career.
And then looking at academics, do you know what you want to major in yet, or what's kind of the plans other than baseball?
I have absolutely no idea. That's kind of why I'm out of JUCO. I'm just trying to figure it out and get the gen ads out of the way and keep playing baseball. So
awesome. Wyatt Yether, today's Moo mid-game interview. Thanks for your time, Wyatt.
Thank you.
Back here at Moeller Field, Bodie Waller coming to bat. The lefty will face off against Hayden Kelberlau, first relief pitcher of the day for either team. This one roped into right field on one bounce past the glove of the second baseman, Anderson. That one had a chance to be played right at the edge of the grass, but gets under the glove of Anderson, and it just takes one pitch for Bodie Waller to reach.
Well, the last couple of pieces of contact from the prospects have been balls that are being ruled as hits, but they're both baseballs defensively that could have been played a lot better.
Brings Trenton Berry to the plate, the 9-hitter. First pitch fouled off his leg. 0-1 the count.
You go back to that inside the park home run for Paul Schuyler.
Yep.
Miles Meadows got a really bad break on the baseball and dove after it, and then didn't really put it in second gear going to get the baseball, and Schuyler scooted all the way around for the inside the parker. And then Anderson was near that ball but didn't get his body in front of it.
Poke towards second base. Shortstop Sintek throws the second. Anderson's relay throw not in time to first. So it'll be a fielder's choice single for Trenton Berry, but Bodie Waller is retired, and that will be out number 2. So be 2 down, 1 runner on for the one leadoff man, Easton Swafford. Reached via walk in the 5th inning. He's still looking for his first hit of the night. Hayden Kelberlau, the relief pitcher for the Moo, in his 8th appearance of the year. He's pitched 16.2 innings. First pitch fouled off to the left-hand side.
And to finish my point on those particular type of plays, you're down to, 8 games left of the season. You're in a playoff chase, and Spearfish had a big win tonight. You know, it's plays like those, just little plays here or there, that can keep you from accomplishing your goal.
0-1 pitch. Fastball hits the bottom part of the zone for a strike, and Kelberlau now 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Runner at first base is Trenton Berry. Logan Anderson finishes day going 5 1/3 with 2 hits, 4 runs, all of which were earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Kelberlau stands tall on the right of the pitching rubber. Sets. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball foul off.
First inside the park home run we've seen this year.
Yep. Just the 4th home run this season that the Prospects have. Oh, 0-2 still the count. Coberlau looking for his first strikeout of his short relief outing. Runner with the lead at first base. Long wait. Here comes the pitch. Runner takes. Breaking ball called strike 3, and the throw down won't matter. Nice pitch there from Hayden Kelberlau to get out of the inning, but not before 2 runs come across the plate thanks to an inside-the-park home run from Paul Schuyler. He scores himself and Bryce Waller. 2 hits on the inning, and 2 runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It's a 4-1 Prospects lead as we move to the bottom of the 6th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
You've already built something incredible. When you're ready to elevate your business even higher, you need a partner who can give you a platform for scale and even greater success. A partner with the strength and resources of the world's largest risk management, strategy, and benefits firm. A partner committed to building a network of accomplished brokers in your community. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. See how they can help your business go further at marshmma.com. Fremont Hy-Vee is proud to sponsor local sports, and they know that you fans love your meat. Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices right now. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks. Always low prices on your favorite flavor of brats. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee. Proud to be a part of local sports.
Moo trail 4-1 as you move to the bottom of the 6th here at historic Moeller Field, and we'll see a pitching change for the first time for the Prospects as number 14 Cameron Pickens comes in to relieve Cooper Katsky. Katsky ends up going 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, which was not earned, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. A really good outing from Katsky, but now the Moo will try to scratch back into this one against the relief pitcher and Cameron Pickens, a right-hander out of Concordia University of Nebraska. We've seen him a couple times against the Moo. He's had some short outings and is a pretty solid pitcher. Just finished up his sophomore season, a Millard North product, and now we'll see what Pickens can do against the Moo in relief. They'll have to face off against the 4, 5, and 6 hitters.
Hey, Alex Pickens, 19 innings this season. This is appearance number 7. He's had 2 starts. He's 0-2 on the year. 34 hits, 24 runs, 22 earned, struck out 18 and walked 4, so a great strikeout to walk ratio. ERA up a little bit at 8.10.
The Moo would love to raise that ERA a little bit more as they try to come back into this one. Trail 4-1, 2 runs in the top half of this inning from the Prospects off of an inside-the-park home run from Paul Schuyler. It'll be Carter Sintak leading things off, followed by Bridger Coleman and Isaac Bonner for the Fremont Moo. Sintak entered today hitting .360. Reached via an error in the first and a single in the 4th. Sintak a righty on righty matchup to start things off here. As the windup in the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-0 the count. Sintak's been on a tear since joining the Moo last week. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball high. Against the Prospects last weekend in 3 games, he had 4 hits. He successfully had a hit in every game so far. That's 7-game hitting streak for Carter Sintak. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Inside. Sintak kicks back his legs to avoid getting hit there, and now a 3-0 count on the shortstop for the Moo. Fremont trying to have the leadoff man reach for the 2nd straight inning. Had a chance to score in the 5th, but stranded runners as the pitch is low. And Carter Sintak will draw a 4-ball walk. You mentioned that really good strikeout to walk ratio for Pickens, but does not get that luck here early on. They'll bring Bridger Coleman to the plate. Catcher walked and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances here today. Syntac with a small lead over at first base, being checked by Jackson Trout. Pickens looks in, now sets. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's the outside part of the zone, and an 0-1 count.
Any more guesses in trivia, Alex?
Ooh, I haven't even been thinking about it.
Okay. I'll ask the question again in just a second.
0-1 count on Bridger Coleman. Bottom of the 6th, Moo trail 4-1. Here's the pitch. Coleman slashes one into the first baseman Trout's glove. He dropped it, but will pick it up and run to first. So it advanced the runner to second base, but Coleman will be out on the slasher to first base, and that will be one away for Isaac Bonner.
So the question once again had to do with Julio Rodriguez last year becoming the 4th player 22 years or younger to have a 30-30 season, and we're looking to see who the youngest player was to have a 30-30 season.
Lefty Isaac Bonner, first lefty faced here by Pickens. Big lead over at second base. His first pitch misses outside. Saw some lightning over right field.
Down to the south. Don't need that, do we?
We do not.
Been late enough as it is.
1-0 count on Isaac Bonner. We've seen a couple lightning delays this season here at historic Moeller Field. 1-0 pitch. Just misses outside.
Has not popped up on my lightning tracker.
Okay, that's a good sign. Sometimes it's deceivingly far, even when we see it here at Moeller Field. Saw a lot of lightning earlier this week in Hastings, game 1 of that series, but there was no delay. 2-0 the count on Bridger Coleman. Carter Syntac out at second base. The pitch. Coleman pops it foul on the left-hand side.
Actually, I think it was the paparazzi trying to get a picture of you in the press box is what it was.
Just from way, way, way far away.
Exactly. Fremont paparazzi. There you go.
I'm sure there's plenty of paparazzi in this town. 2-1 the count on Isaac Bonner. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Chopped foul towards the prospect's dugout. And Pickens gets back into this count, 2-2.
So the player that had the 30-30, the youngest player, did it at the age of 20.
Okay.
30 home runs, 30 stolen bases. Youngest player to do it, age of 20. Need to know who it was.
2-2 the count on Bonner. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball and misses high. So we've gone to a full count here with 1 away. Bridger Coleman catching tonight. We've seen him in as a catcher and designated hitter this year, but it's been one of the stronger bats for the Moo. Entered today hitting .323. Here comes the full count pitch. Skied back, and that one will escape out of play. That will be chased down by some kids on the outside the concourse here at Moeller Field. And we'll do the full count pitch again. Bridger's been excellent against the prospects this season, hitting .417 entering today's matchup, but he's struggled to get a hit here so far, 0 for 2 with a walk. Excuse me, this is Bonner. So there'll be a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 3. To throw down the second is not in time. Almost a double play there. And Bonner will head back to the dugout with a strikeout. So 2 away now in the bottom of the 6th for Caden Anderson.
Yeah, and Bonner's reaction was he didn't like that call, but that's a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, it was.
That was a breaking ball that was letter high right over the middle of the plate.
So it brings Caden Anderson to the plate, searching for his first hit of the day. Struck out to end the 4th inning. Big lead over at second by Syntac. First pitch outside.
All right, last chance to take a guess here.
Can I have a decade?
Can you have a decade?
Yes.
Let's go 2010.
2010.
The tens?
Huh. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses high. Anderson will move ahead 2-0. 2010.
always an MVP candidate.
Blanking here. 2-0 the count. Are they still playing?
Yeah, he's still playing.
He's still playing.
Yep.
Oh, is it Mike Trout?
Yeah.
Okay. 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball inside.
Yes, it's Mike Trout.
I should have gotten that a lot sooner.
Yeah, persistence. I was just going to keep feeding you a line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if you give me the team, I would have gotten it in a heartbeat. But
there's only one player on that team. So.
3-0 pitch. Breaking ball gets in. No, misses high. So, be a 4-pitch walk offered to Caden Anderson, who's reached in every game of his young Moo career. And now Dylan Brandenburg will come to the plate with runners at first and second base. Moo trailing 4-1 in the bottom of inning number 6 here at historic Moeller Field. Dylan singled his last time up, got out trying to steal third base. First pitch, inside corner, hits for a strike, 0-1 the count. Last time up, we saw Brandenburg just take a inside pitch and line it towards center field for a very easy single. One of those could possibly score Sintek, who sits at second base. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, bounce foul to the left-hand side. So Moo down to their last strike this inning. It's Caden Anderson at first base. Carter Sintek at second. This pair of speedy runners on the base paths should anything drop here.
Was it last Friday night Brandenburg hit the walk-off homer?
Yeah, it was against this very Prospects team. Still has not stopped talking about it.
He shouldn't.
And he should not. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball high. Probably the most exciting moment the Moo have had this season. Walk-off home run. And that was after a very dismal offensive game for the Moo. They could use a couple of those tonight, trailing 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Bouncer towards third and racing to the bags to beat out Carter Sintek is the third baseman Barry, and that will be the final out of the inning. The Prospects send down the Moo. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. It's a 4-1 Moo Prospects lead as we move to the 7th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their family taco pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $38. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Moveless discount at La Hacienda. You can get a family taco pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Call in your family taco pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Looking for a nice place to go? A place that's rich with tradition, great service, and atmosphere? A fantastic place where you can go and still carry on a conversation. Maybe shoot a game of pool and enjoy one of the best jukeboxes in town. Silver Dollar is one of the finest places for adult libations at reasonable prices. Join the Silver Dollar family and enjoy, but you need to be 21 or older. See y'all soon, and remember, not everything that glitters is gold, but we're pretty sure it's probably silver at the Silver Dollar, 18th and Bell Street in Fremont.
It's a 4-1 Prospects lead, 2/3 of the way through this one. We head to the 7th here at historic Moeller Field. Hayden Kelberlau, his first full inning of relief. And he will try to keep this at a manageable deficit for the Moo, who have struggled offensively. 4 runs off of 3 hits for the Prospects. They have 2 errors in the field. And 1 run off of 4 hits, no errors in the field for the Moo. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Prospects in the top half of the 7th. Jackson Trout lead things off. He can play just about everywhere on the field. As Kelberlau looks in for the sign. First pitch. Inside, 1-0 the count.
So I got thrown off by Jared Roberts, our PA announcer. He's got listed that as in his lineup that we were given. That Trout's wearing 8, but he's actually wearing 1.
Yep.
So it is Jackson Trout batting.
popped high towards left field, and making the grab on the run is Dean Reynolds. That was a deep ball hit there by Jackson Trout, but a good job by Reynolds to get under it. And quick first out here for the seventh for the Moo. So 1 away for Elliot Peterson. 2 walks and a fly out to center field here today. Still searching for that first hit. Told us between innings, Rich. Lightning's far away. Yes. Breaking ball low.
Final score, Spearfish over Owyhee, 21-10.
Ooh, they had 3 touchdowns. 1-0, and that one's going to reach behind and hit the back there of Elliot Peterson, who will take the free pass. That's the 5th hits batsman here today by Moo pitchers, and lead 1 on with 1 away for Nico Saul. Saul transfer to Briarcliff University for this upcoming season. So lefty gets ready to take on Kelberlau. First pitch. Fastball hits the outside part of the plate. He was actually a part of that Georgia Gwinnett team that you said was so strong this season in NAIA play. Played in 21 games but only started 1. And now moving on to Briarcliff. 0-1, here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Nice pitch there from Kelberlau. Finds the zone. 0-2 the count.
Watching Saul bat this year, it seems like he's an 0-0 guy.
Yep.
That's why the batting average is so low at 133, and he hasn't driven in a run this year either. So that will have to adjust.
0-2 the count. Kelberlau throws over the first, but safely back into the bag is Elliot Peterson.
And with Spearfish getting a win earlier, that puts more pressure on Fremont now. Yep. Especially with the Moo trailing in this ball game. Casper leading the Bison 5-1. That ball game's in the bottom of the 8th in Casper, Wyoming.
0-2. Low. So in a world where all the results stand, the Moo actually move a game back of Spearfish in the overall standings. Here's the 1-2. Breaking pitch. Gets away from Coleman, but runner will stay put at first base. 2-2 the count on Nico Saul. 0 for 3 today. Ground out and a pair of flyouts. 1 to left field, 1 to right field. Small lead over at first by Peterson. Kelberlau readies. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back.
I got Bridger Coleman right on the throwing hand, so Jeff Kopatsky will walk a baseball out. I was going to just chat a little bit about the maturation process for catchers. You've got Bridger Coleman, you've got Cooper Fucino, who have had very fine seasons for the Fremont Moo. And the difference between a catcher that in this level who's trying to get to a D1 or is playing at a D2 or junior college is, I feel, how they are able to get their body in front of pitches in the dirt. And it's saving wild pitches, helping out your pitcher. I mean, because you'll watch in the major leagues, you take like a Salvador Perez. First of all, he's a mammoth person. But the way that they can get their body in front of a pitch that's in the dirt.
2-2. Check swing fouled off left side.
And keep it near. And what I mean by that is that keep it in the home plate area to where that runner's not going to advance. And we've seen a lot in this league to where a pitch is in the dirt and it might bounce off the catcher, but it goes off to the side or gets the backstop.
2-2 pitch. Misses outside. Good take there by Nico Saul. And it'll be a full count with 1 away.
And that's repetition. I mean, that's going out there. And you remember in the movie Major League where they're just throwing at the catcher and beating him up. Catchers have to go through that.
3-2. Pitch misses outside. Bounces in the lefty's batter's box as both runners will advance a base. Coleman was slow to go to pick up the ball, so Peterson went around second, took a big lead, but now will come back to second base. And we're going to see Connor McGonigal come out for a mound visit here. Usually that means there's a pitching change, but looks like he's just going to talk things over, maybe look at the mound here.
This could also be just a welfare check on Hayden. And I don't know if this is going to be a charge mound visit or not. But when he went out, Jeff Kopetsky followed him out there as well. And I don't know if he slipped when he delivered that last pitch or not, but the meeting breaks up, and I'm watching Jeff to give any indication if it's a mound visit. It looks like he has not, so that might have been just a welfare check out on his pitcher.
So there'll be runners at first and second after the walk issued by Hayden Kelberlau, with Bryce Waller coming to the plate, the righty of Papillion, Nebraska. First pitch, bounced up the middle. Sintak gets a glove on it. Backhand throw to second, and they got him. Nice throw there by Caden Anderson, and now they've got the runner at third in a pickle, and it bounces off of the glove, and chasing home to easily score there is Elliot Peterson. Has a really good chance for the Moo to turn two there in an unorthodox way, but the throw from Coleman, did that hit off Peterson or did that hit off a glove?
It hit off Peterson's helmet.
Peterson's helmet,
yeah,
yep.
on the rundown. So you got Waller reaching on the fielder's choice. Saul was out on a fantastic play by Sintek that goes 6-4 for out number 2. And then in the rundown, Peterson will score on the play. And it's got to be an error.
Yeah.
Charge to Coleman.
First pitch swung on and missed on a big swing from Jacob Perrin. So with that, it's a 5-1 ball game as the Prospects have scored in back-to-back innings. First error of the day on Fremont. Pitch, breaking ball outside. 1-1 the count. Waller gets his third reach of the day, and Peterson has now scored 2 runs. Despite not recording a hit, he has 2 walks, hit by pitch, and 2 runs. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. We've seen Perrin behind on pitches all day long. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a pop-out, easily to second base. Kelberlau sets. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and just chopped foul.
Go back to that rundown. You know, that's a situation where Coleman takes the throw and he's running straight up the line.
Mm-hmm.
That's one where you want to get inside the line or outside the line and make that throw as the third baseman is coming toward the base runner.
Yep.
And that throw was right up the line and it hit Peterson right in the helmet.
Pitch inside and got a piece there of Jacob Perrin, I believe, on the foot. He was jumping away from that one. Another hit by pitch by the Moo. That's their 6th one today. And now runners at first and second with 2 away. And control has just not been the Moo's friend here tonight.
We have a pinch hitter here, and I think this is Luke Bees.
Luke Bees wearing number 16 out of McCook Community College. We've seen him play in a handful of games against the Moo this season. He'll hit for Paul Schuyler, who had an inside the park home run his last time up, but will not get the chance to try to do so again. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Prospects leading 5-1 here in the top of the 7th. Moo at risk of dropping 3 straight games. First pitch, runners take, grounded towards right side and through past Caden Anderson. Turning third and scoring is Bryce Waller. And runners will stay at the corners, and now here comes home and safe is Jacob Perrin. On a miscommunication there on the right side of the infield. Perrin stretches home. Still at first base is Luke Beese, and he gets an RBI hit. And it's now a 7-1 lead for the Prospects.
So you got 2 runs that score in the play. Waller, and then Perrin comes around and scores.
7-1 ball game. As the lefty Bodie Waller takes first pitch for a strike.
And I don't know if Miles is having trouble out in the outfield, and I don't want to be critical, but there's been 2 plays where runs have scored here, and it just looks like a lack of effort. And that's something you don't want to see.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. One of the first times we've seen Miles in right field all season long. He's mainly been a center fielder, a little bit of playing left, but I'm not sure we've seen him at right all season. Struggling to make that adjustment here. 0-2 the count, 2 away. Moo looking to get 1 more strike and get out of this inning, which has broken this one open for the Prospects. Here's the pitch. Rope towards right field, and that will drop for a hit. Turning second base is Luke Beese. He's on his way to third and in safely. So a single from Bodie Waller has runners on the corners with still 2 away. Now 5 hits on the day for the Prospects as they try to tack on some more runs to this already 6-run lead.
I'll just say it one more time because it happened again. I mean, and I don't know if something physically is wrong with Miles, but he's got to go get that baseball. Yep. It's coming right to him, and that runner should never go from first to third when the ball's hit right at you in right field.
Trenton Berry at the plate. First pitch, breaking ball inside. Almost hit Berry, but he backs out. It's one of the first times we've seen the Moo almost getting blown out on back-to-back nights. Still a lot of baseball to be played, but Moo at risk of really dropping in playoff positioning. 1-0 breaking ball in there for a strike on the bottom part of the zone. 1-1 the count. Moo fell last night 14-4 to the Sodbusters, dropping that series to Hastings. Here's the 1-1 pitch inside. 2-1 now the count. They top the lineup. Easton Swafford on deck. Jackson Trout in the hole, who started off this inning. Berry, the 8th batter sent to the plate for the Prospects. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball, fouled back. 2-2 now the count on Berry. He's played a little bit everywhere this year. Over at third base tonight. See him at second, short, left field. Utility player for this squad. 2-2, 2 away. Prospects lead 7-1. Here's the pitch. Golfed on the left-hand side and goes foul. It's a little blooper foul there from Trenton Berry to stay alive. No bullpen work for the Moo. It's a busy stretch of games for Fremont with the only rest day the rest of the season coming on Sunday. So preserving arms of utmost importance. We'll do the 2-2 again. Runners at first and third take their leads. Runner takes the pitch, check swing. They appeal and they say he went. So a strikeout from Hayden Kelberlau gets him out of the inning, but not before 3 runs come across the plate in the top of the 7th off of 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. It's a 7-1 Prospects lead as we move to the bottom of the 7th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber since 1923. Christensen Lumber, it's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field. Lincoln Premium Poultry is excited for Fremont Moo Baseball this summer. Hey, you're looking for a new opportunity? You can hit it out of the park with a job at Lincoln Premium Poultry. With a fantastic culture, great pay and benefits, and room for growth, Lincoln Premium Poultry is one of Fremont's best destinations for summer fun and employment. Just go to LincolnPremiumPoultry.com right now and check out all the job opportunities available.
Moo have some room to make up. They trail 7-1 to the Nebraska Prospects as we enter the bottom of the 7th here at historic Moeller Field. Cameron Pickens will enter another inning of relief, and he will face off against the 9-1-2 hitters for Fremont, Dean Reynolds, Jack Tarosian, and Carson Burnett. Reynolds coming to the plate today with a still looking for his first hit. Reached via an error in the 5th and struck out in the 3rd. As Pickens with a quick set. And here comes the pitch. Fastball misses low, 1-0 the count. Good take there by Dean Reynolds. We've seen have better eyes at the plate the last couple of weeks. Here's the 1-0. Reynolds bounces it towards third and past the diving Trenton Berry. Reynolds turning first base. He'll try to stretch an extra base hit. The throw from left field, not in time, and that's a double from Dean Reynolds to start off the bottom of the 7th.
Turned on it right inside the line, and good hustle right out of the box. He was thinking two, and he was able to get there.
So Moo will have a runner in scoring position with no outs for the top of the lineup as the lefty Jack Tarosian comes to the plate. Tarosian singled his last time up in the 5th. That was the Moo's best chance to score. They had a couple of runners on, but were unable to punch one across home plate. They have not scored since the 1st inning. Pickens checks towards second. The pitch. Tarosian pops it back. 0-1 the count. Tarosian's played all across the outfield, left, center, and right since arriving with the Moo for the second half. Be playing his redshirt senior year at Creighton this upcoming spring. 0-1. Pitch low. Reynolds taking a lead at second in case there's a wild pitch. I don't imagine he'll be taking third. The Moo have already been caught stealing with Tarosian actually at the plate this inning. This game, I should say. Here's the 1-1. Popped foul to the left-hand side. So Tarosian getting contact here, but trying to straighten one out for a hit to the outfield, which could potentially score Dean Reynolds. Tarosian, no home runs on the year. Hit one this spring against UConn. Here's the 1-2. Poke towards second base and it through for a hit. Turning third is Dean Reynolds. There will not be a throw home. And an RBI single from Jack Tarosian gets the Moo back on the scoreboard, 7-2.
It was a good effort. I think it's Bees at second base, trying to get Leather on the ball, but couldn't. And down at third base, Reynolds was being waved around the entire way. So a little momentum here for Fremont. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Fremont trails 7-2 with Miles Meadows coming to the plate, hitting for Carson Burnett, who exited the game in the 5th after getting hit by a pitch. Checked at first base is Tarosian. Trout holding him close. First pitch. Meadows takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the 7th here from historic Moeller Field. Moo have actually out-hit the prospects 6-5, but trail 7-2. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. That just shows you those free passes, wild pitches, hit by pitches, they really add up in a game. 0-1 the count on Miles Meadows. Still no outs recorded here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, popped high. Should be playable for the third baseman, Barry, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Staying put at first base is Jack Tarosian. So, one away, one on for Cooper Fucino. Has one of 2 extra base hits on the day for Fremont. Doubled in the first, came around the score to move for a 3rd straight game. They took that early lead and then gave it up just a couple of innings later. Moo had a 1-0 lead through 3. Prospects scored 2 in the top of the 4th and have controlled the game since. First pitch to Fucino, breaking ball inside, misses the zone, 1-0 the count. Jack Tarosian, the runner at first base, he reached via single. Dean Reynolds has already come around to score after a leadoff double for this bottom of the 7th. 7-2 Moo trail. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Fucino behind that one. Evens out the count at 1 apiece. Carter Sintak awaits on deck with Bridger Coleman in the hole. Fucino, a Rolling Hills, California native, plays his college ball with Creighton. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. He's mainly been a bullpen catcher through his first couple of seasons there. Has had a strong summer for the Moo. Entered today Hitting .333, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs for the catcher. 1-1 misses low. And struggling again is Peterson. Throw down the second is not in time. And Tarosian in safely with the stolen bag. That helps avoid a double play.
So we're going to go with a wild pitch on
Wild
that, Alex,
pitch.
because that ball was in the dirt.
Okay.
And Peterson got glove on it, and it bounced up and actually hit the underneath of the bat, Fucino, and came back down. And that's what allowed Peterson to actually have an attempt down to second base to have it still near home plate.
So Tarosian will be in scoring position. Here comes the 2-1 from Pickens. Breaking ball, bounce down the third base line, foul. So it'll be 2-2 on Cooper Fucino with 1 away. Moo looking for their 7th hit of the game, just trying to eke their way back into this one, already with 1 across the plate in this inning. It was their first run since the first inning. Thanks for joining us. Alex Burstein joined alongside Rich Ray for tonight's Moo Baseball. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball goes high. So Fucino works his way to a full count. Start this game at 8 p.m. Instead of the scheduled 7:05 first pitch. Pushed back an hour due to weather in the area. Had to let the field dry out as much as possible. Full count on Cooper Fucino. Designated hitter tonight for the Moo. Lead at second by Tarosian. The pitch. Breaking ball high. So the Moo have their 3rd reach of the inning. There'll be runners at first and second with Carter Sintek coming to the plate. He's reached all 3 times, once via an air, once via a single, and once via a walk here. So trying for his 2nd hit of the night as Peterson will come to the mound to have a quick word with Cameron Pickens.
Earlier tonight, as we mentioned, Spearfish a winner over Oahe and a slow pitch softball game. 21-10 was the final on that one. Casper has defeated the Bison by a final of 6-1, so this is the only game left in the league.
They're looking for a late comeback to stay knotted with the Spearfish Sasquatch in the overall standings. Pickens looks in for the sign for the first pitch to Carter Sintek, the shortstop. He's had a couple impressive plays tonight. First pitch, breaking ball, grounded towards short. Throw to second in time. The relay to first is high. So, fielder's choice reach here for Carter Sintek. 6-4 put out from Swafford to Bees. Gets Cooper Fucino. Tarosian advances to third, and it'll be runners in the corners with 2 away for Bridger Coleman. Coleman has 22 RBIs on the season. Would love to add 1 here. The runner in prime scoring position. Hasn't recorded a hit yet today. Walked in the 4th. Sandwiched between 2 outs in the 1st and the 6th. Small leads at first and third base. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball outside. Second baseman Luke Beast playing close to the second base bag. All the other infielders deep with the exception of Trout, who's checking the runner at first. 1-0. Pitch, fastball high, and a 2-0 count now on Bridger Coleman. Moo trails 7-2 in the bottom of the 7th. They've already scratched 1 run across the plate here this inning. 2-0 pitch, breaking ball down the third base line, foul. Three runs in the top half of this inning for the Prospects to follow up 2 runs they scored in the top of the 6th. Their offense has come alive late in this game. Mix of timely hits and some struggles with control for the Moo pitching. 2-1s to count on Coleman. Here's the pitch. Gets through the legs of catcher Peterson, and coming on the score is Jack Tarosian, and just like that, it is a 7-3 game.
The wild pitch has been significant in this ball game, hasn't it, Alex?
Both teams now struggling with it a little bit. As Pickens makes the long walk back to the pitcher's mound. Still 2 away. Runner advanced to second in Carter Sintek. And Bridger Coleman hoping he can either draw a walk or get a hit here to keep this inning going for Fremont. 3-1 pitch. Popped foul out of play.
So Sintek was taken off toward third, and just made me shake my head a little bit. I mean, there's 2 down, and the Cardinal sin is committing the third out at third base.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, that was a foul ball, and he went back.
So it'll be a full count on Coleman. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. Coleman will take his bag. And just like that, the Moo have 2 on with 2 away. And now it's just a 4-run ball game. The Moo have scratched 2 across the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. It's Coleman at first, Carter Sintek at second, and Isaac Bonner coming to the plate. The lefty playing tonight over at third base. We see him at second and third for the Moo. Pickens sets. First pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside. See the second baseman, Beast, making a big run to his left to cover more against this lefty hitter in Bonner, who we know loves to get hits through that right side. 1-0 the count on Bonner. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Moo not out of this one quite yet. Still have 7 outs to try to get back into this game, but the key for them is going to be keeping the prospects off the board these next 2 innings. 1-1 the count, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swung and fouled back. So a 1-2 count now on Bonner. Moo down to their last strike of the inning. Alex Oliver runs some more balls out to the home plate umpire, Jeff Kopetsky. 1-2 the count on Bonner. He's played in 4 straight games now for the Moo. They've really needed his glove in the field. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3 for out number 3. The Moo put 2 across the plate in the top of the 7th off of 2 hits, including a double from Dean Reynolds. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base for the Moo in the bottom of the 7th. We'll hand it back to Rich Ray for the 8th and 9th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, with 10 Omaha locations, including Fremont, Council Bluffs, and Norfolk. With delicious hand-battered, cooked-to-order Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, mouth-watering cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, irresistible Texas toast, fresh coleslaw, plus freshly made tea and lemonade poured over their signature crushed ice. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, tasty supporters of Fremont Moo Baseball.
7-3 Moo trail the prospects entering the 8th inning, and taking you through the final 2 innings, here's Rich Ray.
Alex, thank you. The Nebraska prospects have a total of 7 runs tonight off 5 hits. They've committed 2 errors. Fremont with 3 runs off 6 hits and 1 error. But this one kind of changed in the 4th inning, where the prospects were able to get a couple of runs to come across and did so without a hit. That's where Logan Anderson ran into some control issues. He hit 3 batters, walked a batter, had a wild pitch. That gave the prospects the lead. And in the 6th, Logan Anderson got chased after he hit another batter. A couple wild pitches, brought a runner to third, and then a inside-the-park home run by Paul Schuyler on a diving effort by Miles Meadows that came up short, and then Schuyler came all the way around to score, and that turned out to be the momentum shifter in the ballgame. Easton Swafford leads things off for the Prospects in the top of the 8th against Hayden Kilberlau, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 to Swafford, who on the night is 0 for 3. He drew a walk in the 5th inning, but was stranded. No balls and 1 strike to count here on Swafford. Next pitch. Swung on and grounded on the first base side. Backhanded by Brandenburg. Covering is Kilberlau. Good toss on over to him in time for out number 1.
Easy play there at first by Brandenburg, and those are just the outs the Moo need right now. You really need to keep this at a 4-run game, and simple baseball like that is how you're going to come back.
So here's Jackson Trout stepping to the plate. Trout tonight 0 for 3, struck out twice, but he's been hit by a pitch and scored a run. Hit by pitches have been significant in this ball game. The Moo have hit 6 batters for the Prospects. Here's a pitch high. It's now 1-0. Elliot Peterson would be next. I want to remind you when the Moo are back at home on Monday, it's Make a Difference Monday. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball high, 2-0. It'll be a pregame kids clinic for ages 6 to 14 from 5:30 to 6:30. Sign up ahead of time. Go to FremontMoo.com, buy your ticket, and you get a kids combo certificate from Raising Cane's as part of that, too. There's a pitch that misses. It's now 3 balls and no strikes to Jackson Trout. And the proceeds, half the proceeds that are raised, go to the Elkhorn Athletic Association. And on Mondays, of course, 10% off all Moo merchandise. 3-0 pitch outside, ball 4. So Trout didn't take the bat off of his shoulder there, and he reaches on 4 pitches. So the Prospects have a runner at first with 1 away for the catcher and Elliot Peterson.
Kilberlau has been a pretty consistent reliever for the Moo this year, but just really struggling to have his usual control tonight. And now with a runner on, really important to get a second out here. Double play would be helpful. And it looks like maybe a pinch hitter here.
Looks like Corey Kozad has got a bat now. So he'll probably do the catching. So Corey Kozad steps to the plate. First pitch sails over his head. To the backstop, wild pitch. So Jackson Trout down in the scoring position. We count 1 ball and no strikes there, and Corey Kozad. Nico Saul would be next. 7-3 in favor of the Nebraska Prospects. We're in the top of the 8th inning. In a night where the Moo were trying to keep pace with Spearfish, but Spearfish had a big win tonight. There's a 1-0 in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And when I say a big win, runs-wise, 21-10 over Awahi and Pierre.
And positioning-wise.
Yep. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner from second takes off, step off, throw to third, and the runner is out. Jackson Trout knew it, too. When he popped up, he knew he made a terrible read. So he is caught stealing 1-5.
That's a lucky break for the Moo. Kilberlau able to just easily throw it over the Bonner there, who applies the tag, and now the base is empty with 2 away.
1 ball and 1 strike here on Corey Kozad. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung and a miss, strike 2. So the count 1-2 on Corey Kozad. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 8th. We will have 2 more cracks at it offensively. 1-2 pitch. Down and in, ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2 on Kozad. So Hayden Kilberlau stretches out his arms, and now will get ready to bring a 2-2 pitch home as he looks into Bridger Coleman. Here's the line, and now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and ripped foul off the third base side, so the count stays at 2-2. Prospects have not played since last weekend when they played the Fremont Moo. The Moo just coming off a 3-game series at Hastings where they dropped the last 2 games of that 3-game set. And if this score would hold, then the Moo are getting to the point here with 8 games left. They've got some chasing to do.
Yep.
Comes the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Kilberlau to end the inning. So Hayden Kilberlau with another strikeout, and he's got 3 of those tonight. And that's going to do it for the Prospects in the top of the 8th. In the inning, there were no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th with the Nebraska Prospects leading the Fremont Moo by a score of 7-3. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club. keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
Buffalo Wild Wings is your headquarters for great food, cold drinks, and is the place to sit and watch the game. Wings, tenders, burgers, sandwiches, and wraps, tacos, and more. Get to try one of B-Dub's fantastic sauces. B-Dub's takeout and delivery is now Buffalo Wild Wings Go. For a limited time, add a 6-count of traditional or boneless wings and get them for free using promo code GOWINGS on all orders of $10 or more. Located at 1220 East 23rd Street, Suite 300 in Fremont. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Welcome back to historic Moeller Field. We work our way to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Nebraska Prospects are leading the Fremont Moo by a score of 7-3. Got a new pitcher in the ball game for the Nebraska Prospects. It's Jonathan Moffitt who comes to the ball game now. 6'2", 225, right-hander from Omaha. Pitches at Northeast Community College up in Norfolk. So Cameron Pickens ended up going 2 innings, and he yielded a total of 2 hits. Gave up 2 runs. Both of those were earned. He walked a total of 4 batters, but he struck out 2.
Yeah, Rocky 7th for Pickens means another call to the bullpen for the Prospects. Now you have a guy in Moffitt who can really shut things down. We've seen him pitch a little bit against the Moo this season, most recently in last week's series, going 3 innings, giving up just 1 hit, but 3 runs, one of which were earned, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. So control's been a little bit of a problem for Moffitt this season against the Moo. We'll see if he can turn things around here. Tonight gets 6 outs, and that's what the Prospects need to win this one.
Yeah, he's making his 5th appearance of the year, just 12 2/3 innings, 0-2 record. So let's see if Fremont can't get something going here. Bottom of the 8th. They scored 2 runs last inning. If they can keep up that type of pace, that'd be ingredients to make it interesting. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Caden Anderson, Dylan Brandenburg, and Dean Reynolds against Jonathan Moffitt. The first thing you got to do here is that with a new pitcher coming in, especially on a mound that's been well used tonight after the precipitation we had earlier today, is got to be patient at the plate, I would think, early. As Caden Anderson steps in 0-2. Swings at the first pitch and misses for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Caden Anderson. Drew a walk his last time. Moffitt peering in to Corey Kozad now doing the catching. There's the 0-1. Breaking ball, swung on a miss, strike 2.
2 big swings here from Anderson, but I think the key for the Moo is going to be small ball. You want to see them kind of tone down those swings. You really just need singles right now, get runners on base, and then try to get them home.
Comes the 0-2 pitch. Anderson checked his swing and a pitch above his hands, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on Anderson. Fremont got a run in the first, and then got 2 in the 7th for their 3 tonight. Comes the 1-2. Wave and a miss at a sweeper for strike 3. So good pitch by Jonathan Moffitt. His first strikeout. 1 down here in the Moo 8th inning. So it's going to bring up Dylan Brandenburg. Dylan tonight, 1 for 3. He singled in the 5th inning. So Brandenburg will get ready to step in here with 1 away. There's the line and the first pitch to Brandenburg. He swings and misses for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dean Reynolds will be next.
Moo continues to take aggressive swings here and not finding the ball here against Moffitt.
There's the line and the 0-1. There's a breaking ball outside. It's the count evens. Sit 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count on Dylan Brandenburg. Well, who's going to be the big free agent signing here coming up at the end of the month?
Oh, the rain just started pouring
1-2.
here.
Oh, yeah. The sky's just completely opened up, and the rain is just dumping down. That came out of nowhere. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch. Breaking ball low. Count evens now. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count on Dylan Brandenburg. Next pitch. Called strike 3 at the knees for out number 2. So Brandenburg strikes out for the second out. It's going to bring Dean Reynolds to the plate. I can see this game getting called really fast.
Very, very fast because the field already not in great shape. Puddles will start coming pretty quickly here at Moeller Field, so the Moo needs something, and they need something quick.
First pitch to Dean Reynolds is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. Yep, this field will not hold water very well.
You can see it quickly.
The 1-0, Reynolds takes a fastball in the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-1.
Moffitt's working quickly now, trying to get these strikes.
Rightfully so.
Yep.
He's trying to wipe off his hand off of his pants as well. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there at the top of the zone for strike 2. 1-2 to count here on Dean Reynolds. Jack Tarosian would be next. Comes the wind in the 1-2 pitch. That bounced off the glove of Kozad to the backstop, and the count now 2-2. Well, I knew it was going to rain overnight. I didn't think we were going to get it here before midnight.
Yes, much earlier than I expected, but it's also similar. Earlier today, it started raining before the forecast said it would.
Moffitt looking in here. Comes the 2-2 pitch to Reynolds. Fastball outside for ball 3.
We're seeing a little bit of control issues here from Moffitt last 2 pitches after he looked really in control. You have to wonder if part of that may be grip on the ball with all this rain coming down.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Moffitt looking into Kozad. Now the pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will end the inning. So Jonathan Moffitt comes in and strikes out the side. That's going to do it for the Moo here in the bottom of the 8th. They're retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. So we're through 8, and it is a 7-3 Nebraska Prospects lead. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. Book your next hotel stay at the Super 8 by Wyndham in Fremont. Conveniently located just minutes from historic downtown Fremont, the Fremont Splash Station, and the Fremont State Lakes. Our pet-friendly hotel offers affordable accommodations with easy access to all of our area's major attractions, including shopping, restaurants, and a multitude of outdoor activities the whole family can enjoy. Located at 1250 East 23rd Street. Book online now at wyndhamhotels.com/Super8.
Back at historic Moeller Field, and the rain is coming down very hard.
When it rains, it pours.
Yep, and this ball game has been officially called as a final. So this ball game will wrap up tonight in 8 innings as the Nebraska Prospects have defeated the Fremont Moo by a score of 7-3. So 7-3 the final. The Nebraska Prospects win it. We'll take another break. We'll come back, and we'll get to our post-game show coming up next. 7-3, the Prospects win it in 8 innings. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Windstar Lines is a family-owned and operated charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 12 hubs across the U.S. and a varied fleet including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and double-decker motor coaches, we are able to accommodate any size group, large or small, to any destination, near or far. With almost 30 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group transportation needs. Now hiring full and part-time drivers.
Trust your heart to the team at Methodist for expert cardiac care that makes a life-changing difference. From specialized testing and imaging to comprehensive surgical options, including the most advanced procedures, we provide the personalized care that you expect from the Methodist name. Learn more about our heart and vascular care by visiting bestcare.org/heart. That's bestcare.org/heart. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Fremont's place to be is The Door in downtown Fremont. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 1 a.m. and Sundays from 11 to 1 a.m. The Door has great food, drinks, and an outdoor patio that is second to none. The grill is always on at The Door, and all items are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. Follow The Door on Facebook, located at 325 North Main Street in Fremont. The Door, beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Play the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play Trucks and Bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Did you know that downtown Fremont is also known as the antique capital of Nebraska? Fremont and Dodge County also has many fine hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. We invite you to come and see why downtown Fremont has been named the most charming downtown in Nebraska by USA Today.
Back at historic Moeller Field, where the Fremont Moo ended up dropping a 7-3 contest called by rain in 8 innings tonight here at historic Moeller Field alongside Alex Burstein. I'm Rich Ray. Ball game tonight that took 2 hours and 42 minutes before it concluded. The Nebraska Prospects tonight end up with a total of 7 runs off 5 hits and commit 2 errors. The Moo, 3 runs off 6 hits and commit 1 error. Starting pitcher for the Nebraska Prospects, Cooper Katsky, picks up the win. He's now 2-0. He went 5 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run, which was unearned. He walked 1, struck out 6, had a wild pitch, and hit 1 batter. Cameron Pickens pitched 2 innings of relief, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 4, struck out 2, and had 2 wild pitches. And Jonathan Moffitt cleaned things up in the 8th inning as he struck out all 3 batters that he faced. For the Moo, Logan Anderson takes the loss. He's 1-2. Anderson worked 5 1/3 innings. He gave up 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned, walked 3, struck out 6, gave up a inside-the-park home run to Paul Schuyler, had 5 wild pitches, and hit 4 batters. Hayden Kelberlau worked 2 2/3 innings of relief, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, walked 2, struck out 3, had a wild pitch, and he hit 2 batters. We're going to see Ryan Seaman pitch in the 9th, but the sky opened up and they called the ball game. Offensive productivity tonight for the Nebraska Prospects. It was Paul Schuyler going 1 for 2 with a inside-the-park home run, and he drove in 3 total. And Bodie Waller went 2 for 4 at the plate. For Fremont tonight, Jack Terosian goes 2 for 4, and he had an RBI. So the Prospects pick up the win, and they are now 7-20 and 2-10 in the Independence League second half. Fremont falls to 26-18. 13-7 now in the second half as well, and we will talk about the scenario with 8 games remaining, what the Moo need to do to try to get into the championship series. 7-3 and 8 innings in favor of the Prospects. When we come back, Alex will announce our Goodwood Award, have some final thoughts. We'll check both scoreboards and wrap it up. Back after a timeout, this is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Play the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play Trucks and Bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
Back at historic Moeller Field, where this ball game tonight is called due to rain. After 8 innings, it's officially a final. The Nebraska Prospects won by a final score of 7-3. Time for us to announce the Goodwood Award presented by Christensen Lumber, quality wood products for more than 100 years, beyond left field and on South Main Street in Fremont, christensenlumber.com online. Alex, what'd you see?
We're going to give it to Dean Reynolds, as one hit on the night was a big one. A double in the bottom of the 7th inning came around the score. The Moo had a little bit of hope in that inning, brought it within 7-3, but then the rain took things down quickly, and a tough loss tonight for the Fremont.
So Dean Reynolds' double is tonight's Goodwood Award. All right, let's go to the scoreboard tonight and check the other action that took place. The Spearfish Sasquatch, they able to get a little bit more of a cushion over the Fremont Moo with their win tonight. Spearfish winning at Oahe 21-10. And Casper was a winner over the Bison by a final score of 6-1. So you take a look at those standings right now, and the Moo fall another half game. So
I don't think those are updated, yeah.
Correct, but as far as the overall standings are concerned, the Moo are going to be one full game back of the Spearfish Sasquatch is the point I was trying to make there. And so that's a look at that from that perspective. So 8 games left in the regular season. The Moo have got a little room they've got to make up now. And the Moo are scheduled to take on the Prospects at 7:05 tomorrow night to wrap up the 2-game series. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Major League Baseball scoreboard for you. There's 3 games still in progress. They're all in the 7th inning. Top of the 7th in Oakland, the Athletics lead the Angels 13-3. Top of the 7th inning in Los Angeles, the Red Sox on top of the Dodgers 1-0. Bottom of the 7th in Seattle, the Astros lead the Mariners 3-0. Everything else from today's a final where the Diamondbacks defeated the Cubs 5-2. Pittsburgh over Philadelphia 8-7. The Nationals down the Reds 8-5. Yankees over the Tampa Bay Rays 6-1. Detroit over Toronto 5-4. It was Miami over the New York Mets 6-4. The Guardians shut out the Padres 7-0. A game was postponed today, and that was the Braves and the Cardinals. They'll make that up tomorrow. Baltimore a winner at Texas 9-1. Kansas City defeated the Chicago White Sox 7-1, and Colorado a winner over the San Francisco Giants by a final score of 7-3. Final score in this one tonight: Nebraska Prospects over the Fremont Moo 7-3 in 8 innings. So Alex, kind of your thoughts about after seeing tonight's action?
Yeah, once again, it's just the free passes, and you hate to blame it on the pitching because it was another night where the Moo offense didn't perform great, another only 6-hit performance through 8 innings, but the Moo are not in this position if you don't have all those hit-by pitches and all those wild pitches. I know that the Moo pitchers had not ideal conditions tonight, but the Prospects had to face that too. You just have to learn to play with those conditions. Maybe slow down your pitching, choose your pitch count around what you have to play with, and the Moo are going to have to really work on that in these last couple weeks if they want any shot at championship berth.
Yep, you're looking for those players that are going to step up to make the plays offensively and defensively in order to get the job done. But still very much anybody's game right now between Spearfish and Fremont and Hastings to try to take on Casper in the championship series coming up here in a little over a week and a half. So, Alex, great job. Appreciate it very much.
You as well.
Thanks to the sponsors who made it possible. Jonathan Johnson trying to keep everything dry with our video production on YouTube tonight. Great job there as well. That's going to wrap things up for this evening, where the final score in this one was the Nebraska Prospects 7 and the Fremont Moo 3 in 8 innings. And we'll join you tomorrow night when these two teams play again. Scheduled for a 7:05 start. We'll be on the air at 6:45. If anything changes, we'll have it on the Fremont Moo website to let you know about it, and also on social media platforms as well to keep you posted with that as well. Once again, the final, the Nebraska Prospects 7, the Fremont Moo 3 in 8 innings. Until tomorrow, this is Rich Ray saying good evening. So long from historic Moeller Field in Fremont, Nebraska.
The preceding broadcast has been a presentation of